The world is old. Age after age has passed. Civilizations have risen, fallen to ash, and been replaced more times than anyone alive can count. Secrets hide like gemstones under layers of earth and time, waiting to be revealed and claimed by the fearless and the foolhardy. But the earth hides much, and dark things slumber in dark places, waiting to be disturbed. On the surface, old kingdoms vie with new. Simple families struggling to survive, trying to live happy lives, are thrown about in the tempests of conflict and war. Nations protect their own, or exploit them, or sacrifice them to fuel the power of their god kings. Some gods touch the lands and their peoples, while others watch with interest as their followers burn. Greetings, my fellow Narcadians. It is I, Talasar Gelden, Master of the Narcadian Order, and welcome back for more Pathfinder Immortalis. I hope everyone's been doing well this week. Not much on my side of things to report. I'm still continuing to do my playthrough of Star Trek Resurgence. 2 chapters of it are currently out. I shall be posting the 3rd one here shortly, although granted by the time that's out, this will be out after that because I'm on how I update my posts. So actually, by the time this comes out, there'll be 3 of them. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. So we shall join everyone here shortly, and please remember there'll be links down below to my Patreon and to my Discord channel. So feel free to come on by to my Discord and become a member of the Order. All right.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Okay, who wants to recap the last session?
Yeah, fighting skeletons sucks ass. Am I wrong?
No. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, so we made like an elemental friend, I guess?
We made an elemental fit.
Yes, we did.
No, like, as in we made a friend who was an elemental. We didn't make it. Sorry. Bad clarification on my part.
We made a friend who happens to be... What type of elemental?
Earth.
I think we named him Roller.
Yeah, he was Earth on.
We have Roller?
No, he disappeared. I think we're buddies, though.
We are buddies. He'll know us.
Yeah, so the party previous session attempted to escape the crypt, fighting their way through a couple groups of very nasty undead who they had very, very hard time actually connecting with. It was terrible.
Whose fault is that, Magic Dealer?
The dice, fate, your low BAB, I don't know.
A high fucking AC?
The party returned to the central chamber and smashed the crystal, emitting the waves of dark energy, releasing some kind of small creature that they identified as an earth elemental. Upon making their way out of the dungeon, or the crypt rather, they discovered that the city had been beset by undead of all kinds who suddenly rose and just as suddenly fell to the ground, conspicuously matching up with the pulses from the dark crystal. And they had a nice chat with a certain member of the community, the head of the town guard,
That guy was
who
cool.
strongly encouraged them to go to the tavern instead of discussing things next to him. And that brings us present.
Excellent. So I am my Shadow Fox or Renard identity for this?
I believe it was Renard, because you went down to the hold, no need to hide your identity.
Okay, I'm not gonna actually. Never mind.
Yeah, you ran around the corner, transformed into Shadow Fox, ran back out into the main room, ended up going down the hole, doing the fighting, climbing back out. Basically, you haven't been apart from the group since you were Shadow Fox, so you're Shadow Fox at the moment. But it's your character, so you can go do what you want.
Yep, you were just a warm body last time. And we very much appreciated it.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yay, I hit something.
A lot of us accomplished last time.
Yeah, by the way, now that I've leveled up, the first blast I throw out.
And then I started blasting.
Yeah, basically. Is a touch attack.
Finally, someone actually has a touch attack.
That will help.
That plus precise shot will radically improve your performance.
How many people took a precise shot?
How many people go into melee?
Hopefully everybody. So almost everybody. So
I was like, I don't need it. What are you talking about?
I don't need it.
Furious Focus is pretty close to Precise Bite.
Yeah, sure.
That counts,
Sure.
right?
Does it? I don't think I have to fire into melee combat.
I mean, your mouth is now reach weapon, so I kind of envision it as a launching mouth sort of thing.
That's just disturbing.
Honestly, but yeah, that's scary even for me. It's my character.
Like, I picture Yav opening Yav's mouth, and then your Eidolon mouth springs out of Yav's mouth, like an alien sort of situation.
I don't know. I was just picturing.
I don't want to think about this anymore.
Actually, I was picturing like there's this sea cucumber whose head expands and wraps around like objects.
I hate every part of this conversation right now.
See,
I could do a bloodworm. Bloodworms are cool too, right?
I especially hate this part of this conversation.
It does the same thing. It's got little sharp claws that are.
Yeah, I know. I've seen what bloodworms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
there's a lace worm too.
Oh my god, I need to have this conversation stop now, please.
We'll
Alright.
provide you with food and drink on the house effectively for you.
Woo!
Nice.
Local celebrities!
excellent. We have.
So Yava's gonna. So we're not gonna mention that it's kind of, sort of, all our fault that they attacked in the first place, right?
What are you talking about, Yav? That would never, ever be true. Ever.
Oh. Was Yav mistaken? Yav's not usually mistaken, but if Yav is mistaken, Yav will, listen to it.
No, Yav. You were looking at things as a immortal outer being, not as a mortal being. Mortal beings just don't see things that way.
Oh, so Yav is just too smart. Got it.
There we go. Yav is a higher mind. We are lower minds.
Yes! Yav is great and terrible.
There is just so much wrong with that.
I think there's no, there's so much right with that.
Anyway.
The tavern maid brings a booster seat and extra dessert for the poor deformed child.
Yes, offerings for Yav!
I'm just wanting to picture a scene where we bring Yav in and someone goes, "Is that thing housebroken?"
We already had that. Someone asked if I was a fucking dog, remember?
Yeah.
You know what? When Yav breaks the house in response, I will say that yes, Yav is housebroken.
Yav breaks in houses all the time. Wait, no, you didn't hear Yav say that.
No, not break in, break.
Yeah, no, break. Yeah, well, what's the difference?
Yav does not yet eat houses.
Like one.
Eat houses one day, you will see.
Like
It's tasty. Yav has craved for house flesh for so long. It will happen.
Oh.
House.
Anyway.
Why do we create these characters? I don't know.
Altisha makes a note in her little book. Grow Yav house out of meat.
Oh, No, y'all wants actual, like, house flesh, That's just regular meat.
Anyway,
You love it, shut up!
so what are we going to do now? It seems we have a couple of things we can do, but I think we should help the king. After we make sure that things are stable here.
Hold on. To be clear, do you mean the boy king or the opposer king? Because, there's kind of some options there.
All right. So, who do we wish to serve best?
Well,
The Absura, who has assassinated the king, or his legitimate heir?
Well, that depends. It's
Which
the guy
ones
who
don't
was...
suck?
Because the original king was kind of a dickwad, from my understanding, so maybe the guy who opposed him might not be. Or who knows, maybe they're all dickwads, what do I know? But maybe the boy child is young and impressionable enough that Yov can groom them into a perfect servant for us.
Yov does like servants. Yov deserves them too. Yov is great and terrible.
Shadow Fox, do you know anything about the opposing faction and or the boy king with your great knowledges?
Yeah, are they all just jerks, or is there someone that's not as bad of a jerk?
Would you believe I do not have knowledge nobility?
Knowledge local?
No, it would be knowledge nobility in this case.
Okay, I really thought you would have that, because...
You would think a vigilante would.
If somebody does have knowledge nobility, you can roll it this time.
I mean, okay. Actually, let me.
Oh, wait, wouldn't Wild at least give us some information about the hierarchy? Not
Okay.
nobility, whatever.
Actually,
The royals. No one shuts the fuck up about royal people.
right.
Britain is literally an example of this.
Ugh. Yeah, that also makes up a good chunk of my work, unfortunately.
I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I did not mean to bring up terrible.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm working through the trauma. So
But
I'll
you
take
like
it
the trauma.
nobody has nobility.
Yes, I have it on my other character, but not this one. Sorry.
Right. So
It's in my other pocket.
Yeah, I just took a look at my skills again, and hey, guess who has knowledge and ability as a class skill?
Oh my god, Ironbite.
yeah, but you have ranks in it.
I got the one, cause
Hey, that's
All you need is one. All you need is one.
so we'll see
Alright.
how this will.
Who specifically do you want to roll about?
All right, so I'm gonna roll about. Let's roll for the Upsurher King. Because I feel like we don't know anything about him. Am I wrong?
The usurper or the actual king?
The usurper, because
Okay, that's not a king. That would be a knowledge local roll.
Okay, so that's a knowledge local. Okay, let me do that one. Oh wow, I rolled a 3.
You vaguely recall maybe his name was Gongrel?
Gongrel?
That's what I got, and I'm sticking to it.
Then again, maybe it was General.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that later. All right.
I'm glad you brought that low roll on that one. So, all right.
All right, let's do the boy prince.
Never mind.
I know less.
Well, you think
He's a boy. So there you go.
You think he's like you're not sure if he just had his 3rd birthday or his 23rd birthday, but it's something like that.
Oof.
Well,
Shadow Fox,
Renard,
I'm
I'm
actually impressed about how much you don't know.
Renard, can you do me a favor? do me a favor. I want you to go shove your head into the icebox in your family home, call yourself ashamed to your house, and then go and ask your father what he knows about his king.
Y'all also thinks that we should slap some bread on your face and call you an idiot sandwich. Y'all thinks that would be really funny.
If I put bread on either side of Renard's face, you would eat him.
Y'all was actually... Listen, y'all was not just about to mention that at all by themselves. Nope. Mm-mm.
Frankly, I don't think that would be a problem.
What, eating Foxman? Y'all...
I don't think you
actually have a problem with that?
I don't.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Wait, hold on.
I don't think you'll need bread to do that.
Okay.
But then you want to be a sandwich.
First off, number one, let's keep the Fox comments on the down low. Number two, I'm just not that interested in, well, politicians and the like.
So your Lord Father should know better.
Oh, good lord, I hope he does.
Well, if he doesn't, that would explain why your house is in such shambles now, but I guess we'll find out. I mean, God, you took on a fledgling artificer and funded all of my projects. Who the fuck does that?
Someone who is very irresponsible with our money.
I mean,
if you make cool things, right? Did they, like, have a contract?
Yeah, I mean, you were in the city for a while. I mean, obviously, the king has passed away. Did you know anything about him as well? Or do you know less?
well, let's,
Third time's the charm?
Yeah.
hey, above a 10.
I've heard his name, and he's dead.
Renard remembers having dinner once with the king as a child, and it was the highlight of his life. The king was a glorious man, or at least he seemed to be to a 4-year-old.
5.
Wait, did you actually?
I don't know.
With that roll, who knows?
That's a negatory,
Hilarious.
Do you want this private message or do you want it out loud?
Private, because I like to act this out.
That's so fair, what the fuck?
Well, that means he can disseminate information he wants to disseminate.
I said that's so fair, what the fuck? I mean, as in, yes, I totally agree with that.
Oh, I thought you said unfair.
No, that's why I clarified it. I was like, no, wait, hold on.
I'm sitting.
You know, it's really funny. I went through the whole process of making food.
When I got home from work today,
then I just haven't touched it.
The nap I took was legendary.
Where'd you take it?
On my bed with my cats.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty. That is pretty dope sounding. Not gonna lie. My cat just likes to crawl over my face when he naps with me, so sometimes I just have to lock him out. I don't like doing it, but sometimes I just do.
Oh, so while this is going on, so my sister went to her first convention over the weekend.
Oh,
Good for her.
have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, guys weren't creepy to her.
She went to GalaxyCon down in Columbus. It's an anime convention where she got to meet and get autographs from the entire Ruby cast.
Oh shit! I know. I'm like Ruby cast. I'm like, oh wait, no, I know them from Rooster Teeth stuff.
Right. Yeah.
They actually let Yang and Blake be gay, so that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
They've been pulling a will they won't they for ever on that.
Okay, so the king wasn't exactly the best ruler, and well, let's just say that a lot of
shove a bunch of people in a box and hope it got better.
no, well, Yes, and well, you know the old saying, when everything looks like a nail, reaching for the hammer is the best possible solution.
What does that mean?
It means basically he has one solution to every problem, regardless of the problem's nature.
Oh, is it eating it? That's how Yav solves most of Yav's problems.
Okay.
It seems to work.
Yeah. See, Cyrus Buddy knows.
Right. At any rate, listen, this coup may have been long overdue, but
whatever crimes the king may have done does not mean we should abandon his son.
I look around to see who's listening to his conversation, confessing the king that just died. So, or yeah.
I'm not sure if anyone here will be like actually mad about it after what happened.
Well, I'm just looking around to make sure, it's one of those things. It's like saying unsavory things right after such things might get you killed.
Most of the people in here are drinking, bloodstained, with shadows under their eyes, shaking hands.
We're good.
The undead just got kind of mauled, and that's like not normal for people.
Yeah, y'all are rolling on, but people are coming here to not remember what just happened.
They've seen shit.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're not all freaks like us.
Continue.
I mean, listen. Okay. I'm just saying that maybe, just maybe, that give change a chance. Hey, Renard had it.
Wait, who are you referring to? Because it's gonna change no matter what.
Yeah. So. What are you saying? You've been around here longer than I have, or most of these people? So should we back the?
Maybe.
Who should we back?
We should actually ask the guy that actually knows about the two people instead of just making a decision.
Yeah, I agree with that. See.
So we're gonna go talk to my father.
I don't know. Does he know anything, or more than you at least?
Be fair.
It's worth a try, because we get.
Yav knows the hierarchy of the river and stuff, but like this isn't part of Yav's like wheelhouse.
What's a
Yav used that word correctly, right?
Sure.
God,
I did use that word correctly.
Where did you learn that word? I mean, I'm not saying that you I guess. Wait. You know what? The implications here are just too bad. I think I'll talk to my Lord Father.
That sounds like a good idea. Let's go do that.
All right. You stand up, foregoing the continuation of your free food and drinks, and head towards the estate. The Lombre estate. As you travel through the city streets to get there, there are still corpses everywhere. They are slowly being cleared away, but it is going to take some time before the corpses are all gone. Luckily, the vast majority of them are undead creatures and not poor living citizens. Give me just a second. I have to do a thing for my dog.
Okay. Alright, so...
Sorry, I'm giving him his medication.
Okay, no issue.
starting to have trouble stepping over things a little bit. All right. Yeah, the civilian injuries are not nearly as severe as they could have been. Most people were sequestered away as it was, so while there's a lot of property damage, there are less injured people than you might have first expected. Eventually you reach the estate and head on in, and Renard has a servant contact his father, who comes down most stately dressed. He's got the whole, nobility outfit going on. He's got the somber, straight-backed, proper walk. He's got the distinguished and likely unnecessary cane as he takes each step. Thump, the discerning glare of a well-practiced statesman.
Okay, so Renard casts dancing lights to surround his father.
He releases the most long-suffering sigh as he continues on.
I guess evidently he doesn't really care for your theatrics.
What?
What?
This would be a hilarious time for magic to backfire.
Yeah, it would have been. He takes you all into a lovely little parlor as he waves at seats and inquires as to what you want.
So, Lord Father, as I'm sure you have been acquainted with Altessa. These are my other, as he looks at everybody, compatriots that I have made.
I was just trying to think what would be funnier to say either Lord Daddy or Lord Pops.
Lord Daddy.
Lord Daddy, absolutely.
Lord Daddy.
I regret.
Altisha will let us say, I go, Renard, we're like sort of famous, man. Come on.
Right, anyways. Father, forgive me, but I have been I know nothing about what's going on with the king. Other than he's dead. So,
Can you tell me, Lord Daddy?
I have put that out there, and it now lives there.
Oh yeah, no, you have to live with this too.
Beautiful.
He looks at Renard with disappointment and shakes his head.
What?
Appropriate.
I wasted all that coin on your tutors.
Oh, it's not wasted.
Lord DeLonga.
Stupid.
Oh no, I got that very much off. It's just
Lord
I don't
DeLombra,
care.
your problem wasn't hiring tutors. Your problem was hiring female tutors.
My problem was having a son.
Oh! Shots fired.
Now. Okay, I actually kind of feels a little bit bad about that one now.
It's fine. I've been paying for it for a long time. I'm sure I will continue.
Mother would be most disappointed to hear that.
Yes, well, Mother would be most disappointed that you didn't even know anything about the king, your liege, whom you are sworn to obey and follow.
The person we haven't really seen, in years because we don't want him to find out the other thing.
You know better than to talk about that here.
Yo, y'all have since this juicy gossip.
Right, anyways.
As a king, Gathreus was a savage, brutal man. He took what he wanted, did what he wanted, and let no one stop him. And that was the key to his success. By force of arms, he was able to subdue many of the forces that attempted to take over sections of the country. He's kept the orcs at bay, the neighboring kingdoms who have historically preyed on the country. He's, by threat alone, improved the value of our trade. But as savage and brutal as the king was, he had one skill that most people overlook when they look at him. And that is, he was an extremely cunning man. He didn't know much about, well, a lot of things, but he did know people. And his skill was putting the right people in the right positions. The kingdom as a whole has become safer and more prosperous under his rule than it was under his father or his father's father, specifically because he put the people who knew what they were doing in the positions to get the job done. And he used his reputation for savagery and violence and excess as a threat to push whenever it needed to be done.
So is that why he got the axe?
Y'all thought he was using the axe.
It could just be that there was people jealous of his success and wanted to capitalize on it.
It was a metaphorical axe, Yav. In this term, I was referring to the axe being the ire of the people that did not do so well under the king's rule.
The king's reputation made him disliked by the populace in general. Perhaps the only failing he had, as far as his appointments go, was the man he appointed as the general of his military forces.
Oh, you got him, totally, killed him?
Indeed. General Armus, contrary to the king...
Oh, you got it totally wrong.
Is
I don't really care.
Quite liked by his men. He's very popular among the troops. He's been an effective general in that, unlike the king, he is very skilled at using tactics to execute military strategy. He is very careful with the lives of his men, and has, shall we say, significantly upgraded both their equipment and their time to experiment, train, and master that equipment before putting them into combat. He did away with conscript troops and brought the kingdom to rely primarily on trained military forces. He disagreed with the king in many aspects, and likely it's that disagreement paired with the king's general dislike by the populace that baited him into the move he's taken.
Oh, so the people wanted to murk him, and then he kind of just did what everyone wanted.
Alright, so the king wasn't liked by the people. He was an effective ruler. We don't know if the general's an effective ruler, but the people like him and he's a brilliant tactician. What do we know about the king's son?
In some ways, the king's son is rumored to have followed after his father. He has a reputation for vagrance, traveling between cities, spending his father's coin, drinking, carousing, so on.
Sounds like my dad.
Along with them then, right?
No, because I do not believe I've ever met the man.
I said you would, though. Those are the things you like to do.
There are some elements about him that don't quite ring accurately, however. He is said to have served term in the military, but no one has ever been able to identify where he served or what he did. Whether that means he served in hiding as a common individual, or whether his service was falsified to begin with, either is as likely.
Oh, maybe he's a super secret badass.
sounds
Y'all
more.
feels like y'all probably should shut up now, shouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
There's one thing about him. His father has had a political stance on indentured servitude that he was quite vocally against, much to his father's displeasure.
Wait, was he for or against indentured servitude?
Against. Indentured servitude is one of the laws of the land, which I'm sure you're all aware of.
And the general's
Yes,
okay
absolutely.
with that, right?
Is 100% aware of this. Yeah, yeah.
And the general's okay with that, right?
As far as I know, the general hasn't vocally come out for or against it, beyond enforcing the laws as they are currently established for the kingdom. What he will do as king in that regard, I don't know.
Didn't he say no to conscripty people?
He did end conscription, but I believe primarily because it was a poor use of manpower. Conscripts are ineffective troops. They are primarily used as fodder to exhaust enemies before you send in your better trained men to do the proper job against a weakened force.
So, like, okay, so there's pluses and minuses on all sides here. On one hand, the king's son, we don't really know what kind of ruler either of them will be yet. But we're talking about a general versus wandering, in for lack of a better word, fuckboy. We need to defeat a world-ending lich. So, like...
Well, couldn't we get them to work together?
Usually you don't work with the dude that killed your dad. I mean,
Well,
I don't know, I've never met my dad. Well, when you don't... Just because you're arguing with a parent doesn't mean you don't love them when they get murdered in cold blood. But,
Bernard
you know.
kind of looks at his father. No, yeah, that's entirely true.
I do wonder about that.
You think? Let me guess. You think the prince conspired with the general?
Yeah, I was thinking he was more wondering about your own relationship, but y'all wasn't gonna say anything else.
Actually,
More, I was thinking that the information we have about the coup itself is, shall we say, lacking. There are a lot of details we don't know that could be significant in the events that happened. All we know is the king was assassinated. We don't have any details other than the general was responsible, which is in itself suspect because we don't have any of the details.
So it looks like we'll go on a trip to find out the details.
Yeah, I guess we could just go, like, stop listening to dumb rumors and go figure it out ourselves. Yeah!
Yeah.
First-hand experience is the best experience. How else would you know if it tastes good?
We are hammers. Go.
Y'all doesn't get the joke, but yeah!
Yeah.
I must say that I am greatly concerned by the nature of your statements here.
Yeah, sorry. Forgot to mention, there was a lich that rose from the grave under the town that had a whole bunch of really ominous inscriptions in it about how he was gonna end the world or whatever. So, like, we're gonna do whatever we can to, like, stop that or whatever.
Oh, yeah. By the way, you should really, really just, like, move to a marsh or something because this town is, like, you have way too much stupid shit underneath your town.
His eyes narrow softly. And this talk about going after the king's son or the general?
Oh, we're just gonna go talk to him, right, guys?
We were just trying to figure out, which side would be more open to us talking to them to help sort out the situation so that the country can put a unified front against this lich fellow.
Well, after recent events, it's unlikely you'll be able to get close to either of them. For obvious reasons.
Because they're both trying to kill each other?
Because either side would be well set to hire and send assassins against the other.
Isn't that what y'all just said?
Fine, so we'll have to go through the whole process of proving our loyalty to whatever faction we align ourselves with, and, you know, grinding for reputation, and once we get too exalted, they'll help us. Or rather, once we get too exalted, we'll get the main quest for their storyline, and from there, we can progress to our main quest.
Oh god, exalted? That's gonna be like 2-3 weeks of grinding.
Well, we better start cracking. So.
You keep it up, and there's going to be a secret requirement to get past friendly.
Oh no.
This is a little Warcraft joke, right?
This is a huge World of Warcraft joke.
Okay, listen, I've played enough games with reputation systems that I literally lost the plot. I was like, God, which game is this now?
Oh.
Because I'm just thinking of Beast Tribe stuff from fucking...
We're just hoarding the jokes about it, that's all.
Yeah, this alliance is kind of breaking up.
Listen,
oh,
I would forever love if we showed up to, like, another cult, and, like, the other cult leader was there, and he was just like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? I'm set up here as a good cult leader, and in walks the cult fucking Death Reaper. Grim Reaper, whatever. Fallout New Vegas reference, y'all didn't get it.
It's been a while since I played it, so yeah.
Best game ever.
Agreed.
I
game like several times in a row because of all the way the mods affect it.
Yeah, and actually had pretty good DLC. How many games have good DLC?
Super good DLC. I never even played it, and I still know. I mean, people to this day still quote the "I survived because the fire inside of me burned brighter than the fire." They're like
the one good part.
People like literally don't know that
DLC.
that's from New Vegas. Like that shit was all over fucking Tumblr and stuff.
Okay, I'm just gonna go on record here. Honest Hearts, probably the worst Fallout DLC of the
Horse armor
DLCs.
I mean, just because it's trending all over, I mean, that you have, because of family or whatever, from, you know, I will not say the name of the movies, from that crappy franchise, and that didn't mean that they were any good, just trending.
Meanwhile,
Mm-hmm.
Old World Blues, top tier.
Anyway, this game we're playing.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, it didn't have to be me this time. Cool.
Woot woot. Alright, so what are we doing? Where are we going? How are we doing it? Headspins? Lord Delambra, maybe you could, like, write us a letter of introduction to someone in the capital so we could, like, start working our way up or whatever.
The capital, Does my son intend to be traveling with you to the capital?
Yes, I mean, obviously.
You know, to better the Delambra name or whatever.
And will my son be taking care not to get us casually accused of treason and executed?
I don't know about that one.
I don't know. Maybe you should ask.
Casually? No.
Maybe you should be asking your son these questions and not us.
Bernard has a remarkable
I was pretty
talent.
sure he was, considering the fact that, like, you know, he's standing right here.
Bernard has a remarkable talent for not being here when the shit hits the fan. We have this, like, other dude who hangs out with us when things really get hairy. He's a reliable guy. Misses a lot, though.
Well, he's hoping that he'll do better.
Perhaps we should speak of this in private.
Y'all doesn't think you should speak for other people like that. It's kind of messed up.
Yav, aren't you an alien entity that speaks through the voice of a meat suit?
Yeah, but it's my meat suit.
Lord D'Ambre puts his hand against his forehead for a moment. You have the strangest friends.
It is true, but by the gods, I enjoy them.
Y'all make sure that everyone stays on their toes.
It's true. If we're not, Yav might eat them.
That is also true. Y'all hasn't had toes in a while.
Lord D'Ambre clears his throat, gestures at the door. Please give me and my son a minute to speak alone.
I imagine toes are kind of like oxtail.
Y'all haven't been eating that because y'all felt like if y'all did, you would be worried that I was eating your bison's tail.
That is respectable. Wilby appreciates it, I'm sure.
Anyway, yeah, I step outside.
Wait.
I guess I'll step outside.
Oh! I thought
Yeah.
they were leaving, sorry.
No.
He's not leaving his own room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you?
Well,
Okay,
y'all's just
yeah.
like chilling out on Sister's shoulder. Or Cyrus's. Whoever is chill with it.
Alright, so y'all step out.
Mm.
Yes.
And by
Yeah.
please join me in Z lower one as D'Ambre closes the door.
Ooh.
Mm.
I put my ear against the door and try to hear.
Oh, they like full. Oh my god, they just like full ass left. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my ear towards the door and listen.
Do you actually?
Yes.
You should
Yeah.
PM Magic Dealer for that.
I have a pretty good perception, so maybe.
Mm. Mm. This is my first time meeting the Lord Leandre, and I must admit, he's about what I expected.
Yeah, he's like nothing like Renard.
Yeah, the iron falls far from the forge with that one.
Iron falls from a forge? What?
Iron falls far from the forge.
Yeah, okay.
I thought you were going to keep it in the forge.
That's a weird saying.
Oh. You know, that's a play on apple falls far from the tree type of thing, you know?
Yeah, no, we got it. I'm
Yeah.
just
got that.
Yeah, okay. You know, if they play our cards right, maybe we can help to influence this new king when it comes to how magic is looked upon.
I don't know if that's going to be possible. I mean, there's a very powerful undead being or whatever of magical essence wreaking havoc on the entire world at this moment. So,
But if
maybe.
but if other users of the arts can stop it,
True.
I do kind of. There are things that were said that do make me wonder as to whether or not this would-be boy king is what kind of personality he actually has. The questions as to the nature of his military service, as well as his vagabond nature. I wonder if he even wants to be king.
Maybe he just can't wait.
Yep, to be king.
His attempts at his wild lifestyle could be his attempts to.
Thank you.
Yeah. His wild lifestyle could be his attempts to try and put distance between him and the crown.
Mm.
I think that we probably won't figure anything out until we actually go start talking to them, maybe.
But we already said we won't be able to get close to either one of them.
Yeah, that's quitter talk, though.
The commander of the garrison outside of town could certainly give us a bit of a boost.
I don't want to back either one of them until we find out some more information. So.
Yeah, Bob doesn't want to find out he's a jerk or something.
Yeah. And power corrupts people, so we won't know for sure. I know what we need to do. We need to find a way to bring them to us, or give them some tasks so that we can truly see if they're worthy to be a king or not. Yeah. See if somebody will save somebody. Yeah, that's it. If they see somebody in the streets helpless and needing help, which one will actually go out there and do something about it? Probably neither one of them.
To be fair, would you?
Yes.
Yeah. If Cyrus Buddy wants to, yes. Also, they might give you all tasty treats. Or they might be tasty treats. You don't know.
What you find tasty is always in flux.
Y'all finds everything tasty. Except for vegetables. Evil vegetables.
Well, it's a good thing we never have to worry about you eating Renard, at least.
Is Renard a vegetable?
Some people think so.
Does he photosynthesize too?
No, he doesn't usually stay in one place long enough for that.
Oh.
Would we even know what the fuck
why
that
we never
is?
see him at night?
I'll take
Y'all
him
does. I don't know what you don't know. It's not like I'll you're stupid.
I mean, this is the kind of fantasy Middle Ages. I mean, I don't think they know what photosynthesis is.
I don't know, but the iron will fall from the forge.
Altisha is pretty well learned.
I mean, you did create a plant that.
No, I created a pot. Slightly
yeah,
different.
But you have to know about that, right?
All this talking, it's hard for me to hear through the story. I'm trying.
I don't know. You think with those big ears.
Are you?
That's racist. What the fuck?
What? What did you just say?
That's out of character.
I know, that was also out of character. I'm like, that's racist as fuck, dude. What the hell?
It's all right, you know. Iron doesn't fall far from the forge, so.
I don't know. You try to come up with a good dwarven metaphor like that.
Here's the thing, we don't have to, because we're
We
not.
don't have to. That's right.
Yeah. I think it works.
That's fine. then me
and-
saying that it shouldn't affect you then. So
I mean, it makes sense to dwarves.
Yep.
And you happen to notice that you're the only dwarf here.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Right.
So should I roll a perception roll now?
So Renard opens the door and then kind of beckons everyone to come back in.
Oh,
Alright.
well, alright.
Perception roll for what now?
As soon as you were leaving, I said I'm going to put my ear towards the door to try to get over here what's going on in the other room. That's what I said, but that's okay.
All right, you turn your head sideways, begin to lean your head in and meet eyes with one of the house servants,
Oh, house servants around? Yeah, well, never mind.
who will, if you wish to continue,
No, I didn't. I thought
politely.
it was. Yeah, I thought it was just us. So never mind.
It's never just us.
Yeah.
No, in the house proper, there are always servants about.
Even during a
Not in,
pandemic, that's fucked up.
Not in the lab. Why? They're safer.
Fair enough.
You know where they'd be staying if they weren't in this house? Yeesh.
At
True.
home.
Alright, so I guess we go back into the room then. So go back into the room.
Okay.
So the Lord looks at you somberly and asks you to tell him more about this lich creature.
I don't think there's much to really go on at this point. All we know is that it was sealed away beneath the town.
It was Fallon's is his name apparently, so there's at the town. Oh, that's his name. That's right.
The Lord's eyes darken.
Apparently, at some point in the past, there was a group of heroes that sealed away this creature.
Yep.
And the location of the tomb was concealed, hidden, passed to a few family lines.
Well, apparently someone spilled the beans because that guy found out and awakened this Fallon from the tomb, and yeah, they're both went away.
When you say that, what do you mean?
He looks at Renard for a moment and goes, "This is a portion of the family history that we do not share until one becomes an elder. Because this is potentially very dangerous information. The tomb of Fallen was hidden, concealed, in order to keep people from freeing him. But his location always had to be known in case, without getting into too much detail, the location of his phylactery were to be found. Because then finally he could be destroyed and the threat could be ended. That day has not yet happened, and at least as far as I know. And so this tradition continues, as it has for a very, very long time.
Was there a group out there looking for it?
That is not my secret to share.
So only you have known. At least there's no one else currently alive that would know it.
I believe other family lines who were told still have that knowledge. But there were not many. Most people who helped with the construction and the sealing of Fallen chose to die in the tomb rather than continue and risk revealing the location, whether through accident or force.
That explains the bodies. So
right, bodies and the visions we all shared.
It is said that this occurred so long ago that magic was still unbroken. Ugh, what was that?
I don't know. There's some noise coming over someone's line.
It's gone now.
It was said that it was so long ago that magic back then was still unbroken. With the way things are, who knows what kind of devastation it can be wrought this time.
Wonder if that's the intention.
Frankly, I'm just a bit more disturbed we might have a traitor in town.
I doubt it would be somebody in town.
Well, yeah, they were also forced or otherwise, so it might just be someone was forced to give up the information.
The bloodlines who were given this information were sent different directions. Their association to one another never revealed. But somehow one of them has either given up this information or it has been discovered through another means.
By the way, the buzzing is coming from Mike's.
That's usually where the buzzing comes from, yes.
I was on mute, so...
Well,
Yeah, you might have a loose connector on your mute button.
The speaker's drunk.
Alright, well, I'll start doing it the other way then, I guess.
Well, one should think before you set out, you should have a night of sleep. You are all welcome to room here in our guest chambers. Those of you who are not already sleeping here at my son's enthusiastic request.
To be clear, I sleep in my own room.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
and I'll head back to my house. In the meantime, though, we should probably spend some time looking over these artifacts we collected.
He nods. Give the Elder Graythanes my best.
I will do so, thank you.
You know, if it's old families of this sort of area that sealed away the Lich, it's possible that the king's son could be of the same bloodline, or of another bloodline that might have this knowledge. Or I guess, like, my useless piece of shit father, but, like, he's not very helpful usually.
Possible, but his family line came to power long after the fall of Fallen.
I would know his better idea was to call for him to name himself the Fallen. It's just.
Well, he fell and he rose, see, so he fallen.
It's just.
Came back.
It's,
No.
It was a self-tribute to the number of people he killed.
To be fair, when we eventually come up against this guy, I will be very disappointed if you do not have an icon of Lionel Johnson.
why?
I don't know who that is.
He's the Primarch of Dark Angels, also called the Fallen One.
It's a
Well-
Warhammer thing.
Well, I mean, he's also known as the Lion. I've never heard him called as the Fallen One.
The Dark Angels are the yeah.
They're the branch of the Dark Angels that are called the Fallen. They sided
Yeah.
with Chaos.
You
Also,
know what?
the dude behind Ford Trucks.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
You want to know what I think Magic should use for the Fallen's
I'm sure you'll show us.
for his icon?
A bowl full of gravy.
No.
Oh, now I want a bowl full of gravy.
Sausage? Or brown?
Brown, with cheese curds and potato in it.
Yeah, poutine!
Mm.
I can't eat that anymore. Fuck.
Why?
Okay.
Dairy-free cheese.
Hey guys. Guys. I'm going to start a GoFundMe so that we can redo Pell's body.
Oh, please, for the love of fucking God, please.
Just completely genetically and on a genetic level, just
Yeah, I think at this point we just need like a full body transplant.
I'll take it. Hell yeah, let's do it.
I think it'd be cheaper, more efficient.
I want one of those.
Yeah.
Give me a new one like every 10 years.
Just
I just
replace
want
my entire
go through
digestive
'em all.
system. Let's fucking do it.
also maybe your limbic system, other things that you might want to have done. You know,
All right, so
Man.
Anyway, yeah, sorry.
y'all's plans for the night.
So what? I'm assuming these items are artifacts. So I mean, but I would like to at least try to see if I can try to identify them.
Need detect magic and spellcraft.
I don't have those. I don't have detect magic.
Yeah, neither do I. That's why I can't do it either.
I have them.
I have detect magic.
Yeah. So yeah, you two are the only ones who can really try because
Not really that hard to find.
because detect because detect magic is a divinity spell and that is a prohibited skill for me. I don't have the I do have. Do I have level 2 slots? Yeah, I do. I do have a level 2 slot, but I don't have it. I don't have it prepared.
I feel like this actually should be a homebrew thing here. Give me just a second.
Well, if I study really hard and practice, maybe next time, we need to rest and stuff, I might be able to do both.
It would be super cool if, as an artificer, there was a way for me to possibly do this. I just did
I'm
not
making
write my class
a
correctly.
thing. 1 second.
I need more points. More points.
I just want to point out here that
Which
holy
point?
crap! I just realized something. The Vegas Golden Knights have won the Stanley Cup.
Oh yeah, it was a hell of a game too.
Yeah, they basically.
Oh, but you went full into the accent there too.
Homebrew item nomification.
Namaste.
Identification.
Nomination in the Discord.
Where? Oh. Nice, I like that.
Magical powder.
That's dope.
That's cheap too.
Well, you think most merchants are going to need to have access to it? They're not going to want to spend
Because they don't want to try to do it themselves. That's dangerous.
Yeah, it's a shame I don't have 10 gold.
Are you
I do.
serious?
I will buy.
I-
7 gold.
That said,
I have 2 gold.
before y'all spend money, or rather use it, I gotta do a thing.
Although,
No, brother.
I need an item to give me spellcraft rings. So
That actually,
you have one of those? Do you have one of those? Okay, all right.
that's a thing.
That's a thing. I need
Yeah.
to get it. I need to get
Ring
it.
that provides bonuses to spellcraft,
Ah,
or an ion stone if you want spellcraft rings,
okay.
or a headband of intelligence with. You get the drift.
Yeah, those are expensive though.
I'm gonna buy like 20 of these, if that's cool, because I feel like they're gonna be useful.
They count as wondrous items, so when you have time, you can craft them on the side.
you know what? Alright. I'm going to. Alright, here's what I'll do. Since I didn't know about these prior to my shopping.
Because I literally just made them.
Yeah. I'm going to not. Okay, so let me just cut down how many potions of mage armor I bought. No, I don't want. Not all 8. I just.
Yeah, that's fine. Mike.
Give me. Yeah, it's for me. Okay. Let's do that. So give me 100 gold, and I will spend custom. No, that's the wrong tab. I want to do this. Edit.
So if they count as magical items and they're worth 10 gold, could I craft 50 of them in a day?
Craft wonders is, I believe, 1 item a day.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking if because it's such a trivial thing.
Or at least you make a batch of it? Like a bulk batch?
Because that you can make 1,000 gold worth of wondrous items a day.
Yes, but only if the item is worth that much. I think there are 2 classes that have features that you bypass that. An archetype and a prestige class, if I'm not mistaken. Or in other words, since that's a class feature somewhere, I'm gonna say no.
Alright, I'm just gonna buy them then.
So, is this how is this used?
Take the patch of the dust, pour it on the item.
Ah,
The dust is effectively rendered useless and literally creates an actual visible representation of the magical auras that anybody who can see it and has the skill can attempt to identify.
I see. So it's not like snorted like cocaine.
No,
Why did you instantly go for that?
it's not magical identifying cocaine.
That's fucking funny.
That should
That's
be
exactly what you want, Brett. You know.
that should be that needs to be a thing though.
Sign me
Does it?
up.
You can always try snorting it and seeing what happens.
I pay to do that.
It's worth a shot.
Listen, I've done a lot of strange things to my body. But snorting fairy dust is usually a good way to overdose.
I think you should try it. I mean, that's how I got my sight, so you should try that.
Mike, not Discord, Foundry. No, Foundry.
So after we retire to our rooms, can I attempt to identify my sword I got? Well, after we depart, after I go buy some dust and then come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, got some dust to. No, I don't want. No, cancel.
I won't stop you, but you may want to give a space for somebody who I think may not be hearing me.
What, Mike?
What are you talking about?
You said check Foundry.
Yeah. Sorry. What are we putting this dust on?
Well, the various artifacts that we acquired in the
Well, I told you before that they kind of flicker between magical and non-magical at times. When we found those items, remember? Or did you forget?
to be fair.
So I don't think that your dust here will be useful on them. You can try.
Isn't it also just identifying it, not actually like? Oh no, it is identifying. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
Those
What
of
I'm
you
saying,
who wish to-
since you're sprinkling dust on it, and if it's switching back and forth between magical and non-magical, then it's going to probably when the dust hits it, and then when it turns non-magical, it will render the dust useless since it's single use. But again, if you wish to try.
Does Cyrus have Knowledge Arcana? Because if so, you can roll me Knowledge Arcana.
Let me see. I will put in my skill in Foundry for you. Hopefully that's a. Okay, that is whisper. There you go.
I'm giving you your results.
Yep.
You can't give me perception though.
Yes.
If
I will check that skill. I'll check that skill.
All right. Your results are the same.
You right?
Carry on. Carry on.
My wayward son.
There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest.
Don't you cry no more.
Hey, look, it's the elite.
Wait, what's that? Takedown notice?
Oh. No, we weren't that good at singing it.
Alright, so what are y'all doing? Still doing the thing? Not doing the thing?
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I mean, it couldn't hurt. So I will apply some of the dust. I'll apply a portion of the dust to the gun that I recovered and see what happens.
Alright, 1 dose applied to the gun.
Mm-hmm. So what happens?
I'm typing it.
Oh, I see. Oh, could I try doing a check on it?
I don't know, can you?
I'm asking Magic Dealer, based on what he just told me, when I can even attempt to do a check on it.
Sorry, it was a bad joke.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this one first. And a... Well, that's not great.
The dice love us.
Yeah, we've noticed that for like the last 5 sessions.
I mean, my Nudger Cannon roll is great. Reception, not so much. I don't know if you wanted those secret or not, so you didn't specify.
Giving you the information, you can do what you want to do.
Okay.
Well, when you poured the dust, everybody would be able to see it, right? Anybody else who
If
wants
it
to?
was done in a common room and not the bedroom, yes.
No,
I-
he went to.
Yeah, I think I did this at home.
Okay, well, never mind.
Because, no comment. Science, that's why.
Yeah, let's all hide in their own little corners and try to figure stuff out. Besides, yes.
Okay.
Anybody else?
For perception, or are you talking about like just identifying shit in the first place? Because I still don't know what we actually what relics we got, and I'm not sure if y'all would actually be interested in any of this. I might be hanging out with Altisha.
So,
If they're fucking around with it.
as a reminder, in the journal tab under the underground folder, there is the.
Oh yeah,
items
you
listed
did tell me
with-
about that. I do remember that.
Yeah.
It is very much not a Yav thing though.
Altisha will, at Cyrus's advice, not even attempt to identify the item and start packing up all the things she'll need for a trip and getting ready to go. Yeah. Making lists of things that will need to be purchased. Turning off experiments so they don't grow unwildly while she's gone.
Alright, well, let me just erase the thing from my notes real fast. You'd be surprised how often people forget stuff.
Yeah.
Altisha will also be packing up any of her sensitive documents into the nature of her work and, tucking them away under a floorboard somewhere or something. Can't have people knowing.
You can shove it. You can have Yav eat it. We can get it back later.
I do not trust the Bank of Yav. I trust many things about Yav, but not the Bank of Yav.
Do you remember when we were playing Don't Starve together?
I do remember when we were playing Don't Starve together.
I'm Chesty. Chester, or what? Is that his name?
I think so.
That's me.
Alright,
Very funny.
now, show of raised arms who knows how to get to the capital.
Yep.
Remember
That's-
that conversation about things people forget?
I didn't forget anything.
It's not gonna be hard, right?
Obviously, in the morning we're gonna go to where the guards, or where the army's all packing up, and we'll just go with them.
Yeah. I'm a traveler, so I just follow the road. So it will lead us to where we need to go.
And if the army's not still there, well, guess what? Armies leave big, huge trails.
We have a path to follow.
And a bison to bring us stuff. Speaking of, we should all probably buy some food and supplies for a journey.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a good idea.
Supplies are still limited
Right.
in town.
Plague. Army.
Big army, up.
Y'all can fish. Y'all can make fish. Let's go make fish. Quickly to
Awesome.
the river. Y'all will get you so many fish with so many inside eyes.
Also the blockade and everything.
Inside eyes.
I think inside eyes in this sense would be caviar.
No. Y'all see. Big fish have inside eyes, and then Yav sneaks the inside eyes into your food, and then so one day you can join Yav in the eternity forever after you shed your mortal coil.
What?
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
You should be thinking of.
Well, okay. I know what Orin's doing from now on.
Buying trail rations. That's what you do.
I mean, I have 10 of them. I suppose I can always stock up on more, but
How many can we buy anyway?
that's a good question.
Looking for trail rations.
Y'all's secret plot to have all the food to themselves is working perfectly. I'm kidding. Or am I?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You can give me
Wild
a
card.
diplomacy check if you're trying to
Yeah.
I will do that.
talk it up some.
Of course.
Yav, go to the store and buy food for Journey.
Yup. Can you have some of y'all's money, please?
Altisha will give Yav money.
Yay!
I mean, I don't know. Maybe our resident, diplomacy class can, do.
Shockingly, Yav is a diplomacy class.
It's true.
I have a good diplomacy skill. Just roll the bad roll. So.
So Orin hits the shopkeeper first. Says something that should be really charming, but for some reason just has this super uncomfortable, unsettling look on his face as he does it. And
He's thinking about y'all talking about inside eyes, sticking it into their food.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Cyrus follows it up with something actually quite charming and witty to try to take the edge off. But in the middle of it, he gets a whiff of one of the corpses still lying around town and nearly vomits on the table.
Yep. Sounds right.
And at the end of the two of you, the shopkeeper is willing to sell each of you 3 trail rations, and only because they've actually heard the rumor mill is going around about what y'all have done in the town.
Okay.
And it's starting to spread. But they're still, a little offended.
Like the plague.
Gossip is infectious.
Hmm.
We must purge the city!
Y'all will be attempting to buy salted fish, jerky, dried fruit, and cheese.
Huh.
I'm assuming that you literally just wrote me a list. Just have a little note that y'all is standing in front of the counter, reaching up and patting the note on the fucking counter, going,
Y'all would like to buy these, please?
Oh. Okay. I imagine they wouldn't have any dwarven rations, besides I couldn't afford them anyway.
Can't even afford to eat the food of your homeland.
Well, you see, dwarven rations cost 2 gold pieces per.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's because they put an actual gold piece in them.
is it
So, dwarven trail rations consist of smoked sausages and salted meat, rounded out with hard biscuits and dried vegetables.
Ew.
And now, if a dwarf subsists on these for at least 1 week, you can hustle or make a forced march for an additional hour without ill effect. Huh.
Yeah, I don't see Orin hustling.
Yeah, gold will move ya.
Oh.
Yeah, Yav is Yav, and Yav bringing a list will get the default 3. 3 trail rations.
Yav beseech.
Well, yeah. Only 3? Y'all is big growing child thing. Y'all need lots of food to get big and strong.
If you would prefer to roll, you can with, the penalties involved with basically being a terrifying cryptoid storming the town for food.
Y'all doesn't storm, y'all just asking politely.
Hmm.
You guys are.
Y'all have listed
I
everything.
see. Alright.
You guys are really overcomplicating this, by the way.
That's all. Alright. Alright, so that's how much money I have left. Okay.
So what do you think? Should I try the diplomacy roll or
You
should I
should,
stick
you
3?
should totally try their diplomacy roll.
Yeah, it's funnier this way.
It's way funnier this way.
Is it updated, by the way?
I don't have access to your token, but you just need to add a rank to it.
How do I do that? I'm sorry.
Go into the skills tab and set the ranks in diplomacy to 3.
I have 5 silver and 2 copper left.
The fuck
Gosh.
did you just make?
I hope you don't run into any tolls
I only had 2 calls to start.
or entry fees or anything.
I spent
Well.
Uh,
Someone's out of money.
I have 13 rations, so as long as it's not like more than 2 weeks away, it should be fine.
Did you find what you were looking for?
yeah, I'm just trying to add another rank. Sorry.
To diplomacy?
Yeah, I'm on the skill page. I don't know what else Sylvia added to my character sheet. Do you just click it?
Yeah, just click on top of where the 1 is on the diplomacy bar.
Oh, okay. 2. Do I have to hit, is there a save button or something?
Nope, it's updated. It's saved.
Just
Cool.
just roll it.
Y'all are so good at this.
So, Yav comes back with 10 rations. And no explanation as to how.
Y'all have asked very politely.
How politely.
Very politely.
I believe it.
Y'all have had a list and everything.
Yav, you can tell the truth. Did you offer to eat their children instead of taking their trail rations?
No, y'all have asked very polite. Look, Altisha Buddy gave y'all the money and the list, and y'all went and got it. Y'all have asked very nicely. And now y'all have food.
Good job, Yav. I'm very proud of you.
As am I.
My dog is asking for attention. I will be right back.
I thought you were calling Yav your dog, and I was going to be really pissed off.
Gotta pay the pup tax.
No, y'all wasn't a dog. Y'all was y'all.
Alright. Anything else y'all want to do this evening?
I figured I'd, get her supplies
Okay.
from my father. That we discussed previously.
What supplies are you requisitioning?
Does Lord Daddy have some bedrolls for us?
I'm gonna be like,
Keep
Alright,
that up
so
and
guys-
you might see Lord Daddy's bedrolls.
swear to God. Anyways, alright, so we need food and water for the journey. Camping supplies.
Let's
What
get
do
a
you guys-
wagon.
That's what I was gonna suggest. Do we want a carriage? Maybe travel with a little bit of comfort?
Sure. Carriage with all the stuff we need to travel there and back. Sounds great.
So, traveling to the capital. Lord Daddy is kind enough to include a map.
Yes, the game master is on board.
Mm.
So, due to certain landform structures, the general journey to the capital from where you're at involves either traveling to a city to basically take a ship around the edge of the coast, or to ford overland where there are no roads.
Oof.
Should probably take a ship then.
Oh God.
All right. Ship it is, right?
All right, your option of destinations. Oh no, I opened a thing. It's terrible.
You when I accidentally
want to
open one of my
show
art
you that.
programs that takes 7 fucking years to close out of.
Yeah, no, it was just a whole bunch of HTML code I didn't need. It was not up to code. There is a city to your southwest by the name of Gathamunds. You could travel to. The road's a little wiggly and you'll have to come pretty close to a river. Alternatively, you could head to the northwest. There's another town.
You said Gathamans was southwest, right?
Gathamunds is southwest, yeah.
And
Kularg is northwest, and it's in a more of a natural bay, larger natural bay. They're both coastal cities. Either one of them will take you up to the major port, Carb, and that will bring you as close as you can sail to the capital.
And Carb from our location is directly north or south or west or
Pretty much directly north, though it's a little bit of a distance. Let me do a thing.
Are we getting ready to go?
well, we have two directions we can go. If we go southwest, then that has to go north, so we'll be going up and around. And you were saying the other one was northwest, but one of them we had to take by road, right? You said the southwest one we take a ship.
So both of these routes involve taking ships. If you want to go just straight north, you're cutting through rough territory the whole way,
Okay.
which you can do if you want to avoid sailing.
I'm just looking here.
But sailing's fun, and then Yov can catch us tuna, and then the tuna will be big, and then Yov can get so many
Weird.
good inside eyes.
That cut the other city off, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Not quite getting the whole picture there.
Yeah.
Where's this?
Discord.
Ah, Discord.
Here, we'll see if this one goes a little bit better.
I'll be right back, guys.
There we go. It's got the bottom city on here.
Okay, I see.
I mean, right now, trying to get to northwest. Northwest.
Okay, so is the capital Carb?
Karb is the port city.
Okay, Karb is the port city. Okay. Okay, so either we can. Okay,
The
so
capital is the building next to the large lake.
I see.
Its official name is Nabersdi, but everybody just calls it the capital. Don't know why. It's a catchy name.
Catch a ride.
All right, so our options are to go south, take a ship, take us to the port city, and then go from there to the capital, or just try to cut across the country to the capital that way.
Oh, whoa. And we're trying to get to Carb? Was
Well,
that the one?
no, well,
We just Rizadi or whatever.
I
yeah.
got confused here.
Karb is a major port town. Nabasardi is the capital also, and almost exclusively just called the capital.
Yeah, and we're talking about going to either one of those cities to get up to Karb to go to Nabasadi, right? Or the capital? Or...
So, Yurn's fault. Your options are either to travel cross-country to get up to the capital, or to travel north or southwest to one of the west coast port cities to sail around the edge up to Karb to then travel to the capital.
Yeah, I say we go cross-country. Definitely cross-country.
I don't know. Taking a ship would be, I think, both safer and faster.
No. I think we should go cross-country.
What? Whose game are we? Are we playing? Whose game are we playing again, there, Brett?
I'm not using meta knowledge of Magic Dealer's past, GMing. So, besides, he could always subvert our expectations and actually not screw us over. Just saying.
I mean, boat travel provides perfect opportunity for recovery.
No, I think we should go cross country and not go to the port city.
Aww.
But we are denying Yav an opportunity to get, tuna.
Well, at the lake, I'm sure there's fish in the lake, so we can get tuna, or we can get fish in the lake. We'll get to the capital.
Everybody really doesn't want to go.
I really don't want to go to the port city.
Okay, but you have to make sure that Yav stays very well hydrated on the trip, because Yav has to maintain their mucous membrane.
What? Okay, but we'll figure that out. Yes.
I mean, do we have a divine spellcaster in the party?
Yeah. See, look, you could feel Yav. Yav was a little sticky, a little slimy.
I'll make sure of that. No worries.
Just do create water every 5 seconds or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've been watching a lot of campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill.
No, I've used great water in many ways, so it's a great spell.
Yay!
All right. Well, y'all ready to retire for the night?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all can rest your characters yourselves, because I'm lazy today.
Okay.
I hit the rest button. I rested. Oh, hey, I got back 3. Hey, I got back 3 hit points.
You can rest them all. Rested.
I'm gonna share this.
Okay.
So
You wake. Morning comes. Supplies are prepared from the Delambre family estate, of which Ironbite has prepared a specific list. Right?
Have I? Hold on a second.
I sure hope you
I've
have.
not. Okay, so, alright.
Alright, so.
So here's what we're gonna get. Food.
Alright, so just, I don't want to do a screenshot. Alright, so just so you guys know, so we are currently located here in Saval. And we were planning to either go to this city or to this city to go to Carb to take a direct route here to the capital. But it looks like we are going to just cut across the entire country to get there. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes.
just trying to think of anything else. No, I'm good with that. Food, water, minerals, camping equipment, carriage.
We have a bison already.
What's going on here?
I assume carriage comes with whatever can pull it.
I mean, we have a bison.
Well, what happens if something gets hurt and the carriage is stuck? So
I mean, I think that happens with any.
I'm saying that's why we should have more than just one thing that can pull the said carriage. So we have bison
Okay.
plus something else. So
Stop.
I see arrows.
Stop.
I don't understand that. What's one way, what left way, right way, something?
It's looking one way, it's looking the other. Look, it's being shifty-eyed.
Shifty-eyed. No.
Okay, so
I'm so used to internet like fucking face bullshit.
Shifty-eyed. There's no
Yeah.
shifty-eyed here.
Okay.
You are adding what, horses to that?
Yeah, there's gonna be some horses there.
Multiple? Because we're gonna have to buy food for them at least.
How many horses do you want to take care of?
I would say normal carriage. Taking a party of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Two.
Oh, you're actually letting us join you? Okay.
Shh. Yes, he's letting us do it. Oh, how did you say anything? So,
Also, where'd you get 7 from?
How are you gonna fit 7 people in a carriage?
yeah.
I got Orin. I got Cyrus. There's 2 Orins. I don't know why. There's a Vance. There's an
Right.
Altesha.
What do you mean there's 2 Orins?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. I see it too.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a Cyrus. There's an Orin. There's 2. So it's 6 people. Okay.
Where are you seeing 2 Orins?
One's down by the hole and one's down over by me. There's 2 of them on there. Your dwarf looks, kind of.
Yeah, because I'm down at the hole. Where the hell are you at? I see you're up. Oh, okay, you're up there. Okay, I see.
Yes.
There is enough space in a carriage to seat 4 people. 2 people can drive, and also who will be driving.
They would actually have a skill for that.
Yeah, you need to handle an animal for that, I think.
I surely do not have that one.
Surely a noble has to know how to deal with horses, right?
So what you're saying is we need a driver as well, and since we need more people, we need to take 2 carriages, and we need to have 2 more horses.
Well, Renard is very skilled at handling a particular kind of animal, but it's not a horse.
I don't get that joke, but I'm not gonna follow through on it. So.
It's a sex joke.
Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't get it.
It's kind of a horse if you take out the R and the S.
Oof. I feel like Orin would probably need fewer potions of invisibility if that were the case.
So, Annie, who will need another carriage and another driver and another 2 horses, and we'll need. Well, hold on. And then, with all that,
or
we need,
okay. Oh ho!
yes,
Ho.
yes.
The hoe.
And then we'll need to have some more bodyguards because we won't be enough to protect, so we'll need to have some bodyguards.
This is getting
Okay.
ridiculous.
This is
This
purely
feels like the
ridiculous.
start of a session where the party comes across a burned out carriage with a bunch of corpses.
Alright, how about this?
We're-
We just take Woolby with the carriage. We're gonna protect Woolby because he might be my master's uncle. Altisha and Yav will walk because we are cool, and the rest of you can ride in the carriage.
Well, who's driving the carriage though?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is the driver. We don't have a driver. No one has handle animal. Apparently.
Well, I mean, I guess we could just like not
Fine.
roll with we could
Fine.
just walk with Booby.
Yav drive. Yav has the charisma to handle Woolby.
Do I?
You have charisma.
Do animals want to be near me?
No.
I think that's where I put the hard kibosh on that one.
Just
Alright, well.
just the absolute assuredness that he made that statement. Just
Yeah, sounds like a great plan. I will choose to walk next to Altisha while this is going on. You guys can stay in that carriage. That sounds like a great plan. Great idea. I'm down for that.
Wilby
I'll
is a
walk
gentle
along
and
with
sweet.
buddies. And by that I mean I'm sitting on one of your guys' shoulders.
Wilby is a gentle and sweet bison.
And we're just not gonna run into any troubles that are gonna spook him.
Yep, that sounds.
Specifically, handle animals trained only.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you could just charisma your way through that one.
Can't wait. So, sounds good.
There will be no disasters here.
Yep, no disasters.
No, nothing back.
We're all good.
Okay, so I missed who's driving?
I think we're just walking with Booby.
I think,
No, it was Yav that was going to be walking through
I
driving.
think
Why? We just said that's not trained and the animals don't like me.
no. So let's just let Renard do it, because why
Mhm.
not? Because he can
Sure.
feel important that way.
Yeah, but he has to drive his own carriage? That seems like...
Yeah, that sounds bad.
That's something he'd have fun with.
Does Vance have animal? No.
I don't think animals like Vance either.
He could pretend to be a common person with the drinking and this. Wait, that's never mind. That's normal.
Shadowfox can drive.
There you go.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because Shadow Fox.
We don't have Renard to drive it. We're going to have
Wait, if
Shadow.
you're
No,
bringing
we can
Shadow
just
Fox,
say we're
you
not-
need 7 seats.
We can but yeah, that's the 7th person. We could just say that Renard's in the carriage.
That's awesome.
And then we don't have to worry about the optics of a noble driving themselves.
Yeah.
This falls into whether or not the party themselves know.
Come on, we don't do.
It's actually a class feature that you can't just work it out.
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh yeah, so we would argue that there's 7 people. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about the other fox man?
What other Foxman?
The only fox man.
The only Foxman.
Renard appears human.
But okay.
Mm-hmm.
But Dove always feels like he smells like fox. But okay.
Okay, I'm going to.
Smells like fox. We're going straight into a Naruto fanfiction.
Oh god.
I was just chuckling about the pronunciation. There it is.
What? I lost the joke. I'm sorry.
No, it was just fine. It's another sex joke.
God fucking damn it!
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna hang up this call.
No. Then you'll never know what the magical solution to Shadow Fox being in the party or not is.
Okay, so
The answer is hand waving. That's what.
obviously Renard is in the carriage and Shadow Fox is driving. That makes perfect sense.
Um,
And
bad
on the
news.
passenger seat with Shadow Fox will be Orin, and Vance will be in the carriage with Renard. Duh.
Alright, Ironbite, what do you think? Your character.
I think this plan has all the earmarks of being great, and Shadowfox doesn't have handle animal.
We know. None of us do. We're just rolling with it.
Ah,
Oh, this is gonna be a train wreck. Okay.
You just now figured that out.
Alright, so it doesn't matter then. Shadowfox doesn't need to come with the party. Shadowfox can just claim they followed the party.
Yeah.
Bitch about leaving it behind.
I mean,
No, they were sleeping in the supply box the whole time.
it's like it should. I mean, should we even consider Shadowfox to even be a member of our party?
yes.
I mean,
Shadowfox is the mysterious stranger proc.
I was just about to make that joke. How dare you? How dare you?
Yep.
I spec for luck. I love specking for luck. It is so much fun.
All right. So,
Hey, what did you just do? I triple crit that motherfucker.
Okay, let's see here. Food and water, bedrolls, carriage. 2 people still need to ride on front because there's a 4-person capacity.
mhm.
Or else y'all are going to have to be way too comfortable with each other. So who's sitting up front?
Well, someone's not here to say
I
people
will-
in advance.
I'll sit up front. It's fine.
I thought you were walking with me.
Well, you said he's saying everybody needs to be in the carriage, right?
No, we can't all fit in the carriage.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 people have to...
So
Yeah,
walk.
I'll be
Okay.
right
All
with
right. All right. I'll be walking. So.
Or yeah, walking, but at least one person has to be in the chair. So
Well-
who's sitting in the chair?
Well, I mean, I you know what? With my abysmal rolls, I will.
All right, we're making this spicy.
Oh no.
Dwarves and horses are dwarves and bison are a classic combination.
Yeah.
Seen throughout history.
Are you doing away with the horses entirely?
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Apparently.
Okay,
Just
because
use-
that would have been really funny if, you know,
Mm.
Orin fired a shotgun right behind them.
Oh no. Oh, poor Wooby.
Wolvie might at least be a person, so maybe he'll handle it okay.
That doesn't. I don't like the maybe.
I like the confidence. we're good. We're good.
Mm.
Listen, Wolby may or may not be my master's uncle. I don't know. He's got the same name. I've never met my master's uncle. They could be the same person.
Hey,
I mean, I would know about polymorphing, right?
I don't think this is.
Listen, so my master was into some weird shit, man. Don't put anything past his family.
anywho,
I mean,
so who else is right up front? So Orin and
Cyrus and Orin, yeah?
Cyrus and Orin. No, I was walking.
Right, we need at least one person driving, which is going to be Orin. We need another person out of the carriage, which is you. That's at least
Yeah,
4
well,
people
wait.
to...
Okay, that sounds great. Let's do this.
Okay, yeah, it's only been 2.5 hours of this.
I will be on the right side of what was it? The name of the bison? Yabi?
No. Wolby.
Wilby. I'll be on the right
Wilby.
side of Wilby then. So I'm trying to protect him
Mm.
while I'm walking.
All right, so the morning comes. The carriage is well packed. there are a couple storage chests lashed to it. There is a pile of bedrolls and pillows and blankets on the floor. So those of you who need those can grab them for yourselves. And there is also a oh gosh, I just had the word in my brain. Another chest lashed to the back of the carriage that is carrying your camping equipment.
Alright, so you said grab the bedroll and blanket and pillow. Yeah.
Bedroll, blanket, and pillow. Free if you want them. Stick them on your character sheet.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing.
I'm pretty sure I already have that stuff in my inventory. Yeah, I have a bedroll. I don't have a tent.
I'm grabbing my blankie. Pillow.
So yeah, you're okay. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna make that joke. It's too cuddly. So I have an update for one of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna send through Foundry. Ugh, I can't speak today.
Oh. Hey, this thing is glowing now. It's glowing magically now. I point to my dagger.
Ooh,
I mean, it's
Deadly glowing magically. Magic right now.
cool.
I-
Can I take a look at it?
I wonder why.
Sure.
Sure. I would like to sprinkle some magic dust on it.
All right, you get the dagger high. So this magical dust goes over the dagger, and just the pattern looks wildly unfinished. You've crafted magical items before. You kind of have an idea of what like a complete one looks like, and this is definitely far from being complete, but it's already like crazy complex.
Wow, guys, there is like 38 levels of fucking magic matrices lined through this thing, and not a single one of them is connected to each other. It's completely incomplete. It's a disaster. What even is this?
Not y'all nods like they know exactly what's going on.
As does Orin.
Yeah, it can be a check to identify what you can.
You know,
Oh,
I should also try as well. So because anyone who can see it can try.
Yep. Anybody who's trained in it can see it can try.
So,
Very disappointed in my roll.
come on.
I'm disappointed as well.
Oh,
Uh,
there's spellcraft. So
Wait, am I trained as spellcraft?
there we go.
Orin, wow. Way to be useful, buddy.
All right. So this dagger currently has 2 properties active. One of them is a temporary property. It is a single-use property. It is, of course, the first property. The dagger is a +1. It is also a reshaping weapon, which you can use one time.
Well, that's cool.
And reshaping means that the wielder can basically transform it to any one other weapon or weapon shape of their choice.
Like a punching dagger.
Yeah, you could do a punching dagger. You
So-
could do a crossbow. You could do a two-handed maul. You could, you know, any
That's
any
interesting.
weapon.
Because because I was thinking that's far more extensive than what I was originally thinking. I thought it was just limited to light blades.
Oh no, it's not. It's not the transformative power because that'd be permanent. This is a single, one time you can do this power. It is expended permanently.
Oh,
Huh.
so it's not. It doesn't stay after you use it.
It will be in whatever form you changed it into.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
Orin, are you sharing this with the party?
Yes, I am.
So I say, well, I mean, it is enhanced, but it has a strange quality to it that it can alter its shape.
Maybe we should check the other gear.
However, this ability, as soon as I can tell, can only be done once. So,
I will. If anybody lets me look at them, I'll look to see if they're slightly glowing magically
Yeah,
too, or if it's just
Altus
a
will pull
dagger.
out her sword that she got.
And my pistol.
Yep, I'll look at them. Oris. Do you mean they're still flickering, or does that mean that they're all? Sorry. Okay, they're all fully glowing normally now, so they are all
Oh, they're all
seem to be glowing. So you probably have to look at the other ones too.
Okay.
I will check out my sword with the dust.
All right. I should do the same thing with my.
All right. So without taking up too much time on the individual bits here, every pattern on these items is different, but they all start the same way, as if they were made either, well, I guess I should say, as if they were enchanted either from the same original person or the same original source. And they all start off with +1 and the reshaping power.
I see.
Is there any chance a higher roll will yield more information, or is this what we can find out for now?
This is the information that is currently available with what you can see.
Okay.
Additional information, there are ways to discover it, but I'm not going to,
Okay. I'm very sorry, but my partner is calling me. I'm gonna go see what's going on.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I wonder what has caused these things to glow.
Magic, duh.
Well, those of you who can see it can give me a Knowledge Arcana check.
Okay.
Not quite high enough.
Okay. All right. All right. Just waiting for Medula to get back. Something occurred.
Yeah, so my wife hasn't really been able to bend too well for a while. It causes her stomach a lot of pain, so anytime something falls or bending is needed, I take care of it.
That is shockingly similar to the problem I had to go deal with.
Oh, welcome back. You can give me a Knowledge Arcana check. We'll call that an aid another. And between the powers of you two combined,
Okay, I'm tired of having you guys roll for this.
and a little, like, it's cooler if I can justify revealing it, but I wouldn't have if you guys couldn't have gotten up to the number. Anyways, Completely forgot what it. Oh, yeah. So after some discussion, you come to the conclusion that the closest way you can describe it is that the items that you're holding were deprived entirely of magic.
They got starved? That's messed up. You shouldn't starve everyone.
So they've been recharging.
Bingo.
Ah.
So something about the tomb or how they were stored or something that was done to them caused them to lose all of their properties and prevented ambient magical energy from basically coming into contact with them.
I see. So there's probably a good chance these things will acquire more abilities over time as they recover more energy. Huh.
You can say, looking at the wildly incomplete design of their arcane energies, that absolutely that is the case.
I see.
Well, that is most certainly very interesting. So these lattices within their structure will reconnect over time then.
Interesting.
It seems likely, yes. And it seems as though they're meant to be wielded by whoever should need them so they can take their favorite weapon. The question is, do we want to reshape them now, or do we want to wait till they develop more powers and see how they develop before we decide who gets what?
I can use my pistol as it is. I don't see any reason to do that at the moment. However, for the others, who can say?
I mean, I have a staff that's...
Well, yes, at home you have staff, but... Oh, you mean that?
Orin, remember, this is my carriage. You could walk.
What's wrong with a little good-natured fun between friends? Huh? Aye?
Friends. Right. Anyways.
How would you describe our relationship then?
Comrades.
I'm
Good.
just glad you didn't say staff.
Well, some of you I consider to be staff, others, higher staff?
Hey, I'm on retainer. There's a difference.
Oh, yes. And then there is a new tier I have created that is above all that. I call it the Yav tier.
Yeah!
Guess who is on that tier?
Is it Yav? Please tell me it's Yav.
It is Yav.
Yeah!
Guess who will never be on that tier?
Anyone else besides Yav?
I was thinking more or less Orin.
Yeah, because Orin isn't Yav.
Well, that's just rude.
Well, don't assume things.
So, we're traveling a pretty good distance. We decided we were going overland, right?
Yes.
All right. So, on account of it being a long distance, every day at the beginning of when we set out, Altisha will do her tinker on folks' weapons who want it. Who all wants it?
Well, don't get ahead of yourself just yet.
Yeah.
Since you've decided to go overland where roads do not follow, are you really locked into the carriage?
Yep. Apparently.
I think we should just go to the port and take the boat. Plus,
No.
Yav will like the ocean.
No.
I think we've already passed the point of reneging back on.
Why are y'all so against going on a boat? Magic Dealer will railroad us into whatever horrible situation he wants us in.
That's
Either
fine,
way.
but for right now, I you know.
I mean, I have a swim
Every-
speed, so I'm not bothered.
Every great adventure has a boat in it. The Dragonlance novels have several boats. The Forgotten Realms have several boats.
Does anything bad ever happen on those boats?
All the time.
All the time.
I mean, bad things happen on the road too.
All the time. So.
All the time.
But
the point is, there's no road to get where we want to go overland.
But it's shorter if we just go straight. So
no, it isn't. Boats travel faster. It's longer to go overland.
It's fine.
You don't understand travel.
It's fine.
This is fucking funny.
Cyrus, you are a land bigot. Did you know that?
So, what the fuck does that even mean?
I'm gonna just point out here, I'm really for the boat.
Yeah, so I was for the boat.
I'm really for the land because
Well, you're outvoted. You're outvoted.
Yav prefers boat. Orin prefers boat. Our financier prefers boat.
All right, mark my words. When the boat is bad, I'll say, "I told you so." I told you we should have went to the port city.
Also, half of our party is ranged. We're meant to be on boats.
No, no.
Oh yeah, no wonder why he definitely was want to be on boat.
I think you lost on that one, but that's okay.
Boat is no better for me than it is for you, but it is faster, and there is actually a way to get there this way.
Well, while you're discussing this, you get a runner coming to the family estate with a summons to the mayor's house.
Okay.
For Altisha.
Ooh.
Oh. Did you see my question in Foundry then?
Alright guys, I don't want to alarm anyone, but there is a 50-50 shot I'm being pulled in for heresy right now, so...
Do you want to sneak Yav in with you? So Yav could be your backup?
Yes, actually, Yav, you will probably be my number one voice in diffusing the situation if things should go poorly.
Cool, shove Yav in your bag. Yav will eat part of your jerky, though.
Okay. I will go to the mayor's house. With Yav. Yav, the voice of Altisha.
Specifically, the summons is for Altisha and known associates.
Okay, so all of us then. Okay.
Okay, so maybe not heresy.
Specifically that phrase, known associates.
Oh,
is there an S at the end of it, or?
Well, I can't bring. Well, I can have most of my associates.
I mean, no, because the guy already left.
What?
Okay.
The ass that delivered it. There's not an ass at the end of it because he already left.
Oh.
Okay, move on.
Oh.
Anyway, so we go see the mayor.
I don't get it.
I get it.
Is this another sex thing?
No.
No, it's just a bad joke.
Oh.
It brings me joy. Okay. So, you head to the steward's hutch.
Okay.
Lots of sick people. Lots of sick people there.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of have to weave your way between them to get into the, between the beds and stuff, to get into the official building itself. And the mayor's sitting there with a bunch of paperwork, and 2 or 3 people are constantly running in and back out, bringing him more paperwork. And he looks up as you come, and he goes, "Oh, good, you showed up."
Yeah, my master always instilled in me that it was important to show up when people called you so they didn't think you were doing witchcraft behind their back or whatever.
Yeah, I was kind of worried you run because of all that larceny.
You're gonna have to be a little more specific.
I don't think I do. Armor is rather distinctive, you know.
Now you say larceny, and I'm to understand correctly, that is theft?
Don't worry about it. So, yeah, Willard filled me in. Did you know I had to kill my dog with a shovel? Well, he wasn't my dog. Well, he was my dog, but he wasn't still my dog, if you know what I mean.
Oh, was he an undead creature?
Yeah. Came within a hair's breadth of having to put my cat down, too.
That's a bummer, man. But hey, I mean, at least cats deserve it.
Well, anyways, they're reburied now. I recommend walking them if you have the extra. Just in case.
I mean, to be clear, is an undead cat even really that different from a normal cat, like attitude-wise?
The biggest difference, I think, is that it definitely views you as the food.
And it sleeps
Cats
less.
I've met already do view me as food.
Don't forget it sleeps less.
Right. Anyways, murderous undead pets aside.
I
have.
mean, that it's sleeping all the time. Since it's in the long sleep. It's like it's already hit the long sleep. Anyway, sorry.
No, he's just staring at you. You're familiar with that puzzling look.
I wasn't talking, but
That's okay. He's still staring at Yav. Anyways, right. So he reaches into his pocket, pulls out a handful of things, and tosses them at you. Here you go.
Altisha will attempt to catch.
Yeah.
There's like 7 of them, and one of them falls to the ground because there's 7 of them. But you do an admirable job catching most of them.
Yay.
Yeah, these are your badges of merit for, contributions to the city and what have you. Do what you like with them. They're not really good for anything.
Then why get them out?
I'll pick the one off the ground, I guess. So.
Kind of required to. It's part of the job. But, the thing that I can do something about after some thought was, that little bit of larceny we talked about. Just don't do that anymore, alright?
What the I have no idea what he's talking about.
I wouldn't worry about it. At all.
Alright, fine.
Yeah, so I've had my guards checking it out, and I had a couple experts down in that hole all night. There is some weird shit in there.
Aye, there is.
Yeah. Anyways, none of this is actually why I called you here. Apparently, after your conversation with the captain the other day when we were so rudely interrupted, they found something in that crypt, I guess, that you were in. You guys go in a lot of crypts.
Well,
it is. Well, stop having so many weird crypts under your city, then.
to be fair, we've only been into them.
That's probably 100% of the crypts in this area, so it's a lot of crypts to go into.
Yeah, it's a lot of crypts. And
it's a job. Cities come with crypts, sometimes filled with evil, creepy things.
No, build in a marsh. You can't have crypts in a marsh.
You can have mausoleums in a marsh.
Bog holes and underwater zombies and.
So we already cleared out the crypt, but don't call us crypt keepers because we're not going to keep this crypt. Okay?
Oh no, that's public property. You're not keeping it.
Yes.
Just so we're clear, you legally do not keep it.
Alright.
Anyways,
I just didn't want to be called a crypt keeper, so.
I don't feel like laughing right now. Anyhow, yeah, so the captain from the King's Guard wants to talk to you.
Okay.
So, it's up to you if you want to go out there. But he said he found something in the other crypt you were in. Yeah, no, that still sounds so weird to say.
Yep.
The other crypt. How many times do you say the other? So, anyways, you remember where we met him. He's got somebody watching it. You go stand out there, wave at him. Carefully, you don't get too close so you don't get shot, and they'll send the captain over or whatever he's got planned. I don't know. Maybe he's just planning on executing you. Who knows?
I mean, like, I don't know why. We did him a lot of favors, I think. But sure, let's go. Talk to the captain. Thanks for the badges of uselessness.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
And hey, next time your town gets invaded by undead, try not to be so fucking grateful, eh?
You've seen one town of swarming undead, you've seen them all, so.
He shrugs and goes back to his paperwork. As you're leaving, he shouts, this is a shit job. You should try it sometime. Horde of undead attacks the town, it's your fault. Plague attacks the town, it's your fault. 1,000 gold goes missing, it's your fault.
It feels like that one's different than the others.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that last thing seemed a little more targeted.
Yeah.
You try renovating your bathroom on the flippin' stewardess salary we get paid.
Yoff just kind of digs a new hole in the wall.
Wait, did he just admit to embezzlement?
Nope,
Yes.
Nothing I say here is legally binding. He points at a sign on his wall.
Mm,
The sign literally reads, nothing I say here is legally binding.
that seems an odd thing to have.
Yeah, it's one of the perks. I get to make the rules, I guess,
Oh.
sort of.
Altisha will nod along and write a note in her notebook. Next time see mayor, bring gift. Off the record floor mat. Alright, well, thanks anyways. Bye.
Bye.
Yep. And you're off.
All right.
So are you going to attempt to flee, or are you actually going to go see the captain?
I'd go see the captain.
I was gonna go see the captain.
Go
He's
see the
probably an easy-
captain.
We want to go help with the kingdom, right? So might as well get in good with the captain.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. I had notes. I have notes. I just need to scroll to the notes. I don't want the new notes, I want the old notes. Oh no, that's why my new notes are above my old notes, which are lower down.
What about your medium notes?
They're noteworthy. But I guess, only just. Maybe I...
I'm sleepy.
Nope. Nope, I have no notes. Okay. Who needs notes? Alright, so you go meet the captain, or, well, you go to the location where the captain was meeting you last time. And there is one of the king's army infantrymen there. And as you show up, they pull a horn from their belt and give a weirdly specific little horn song. And it's not a shave and a haircut.
Nice.
And a couple minutes later, the captain you talked to last time comes out with the expert he had you talk to last time. And they come up to a relatively safe distance from you.
Now, why would he be doing that?
He sets up he has one of his men set down a little table, and he holds his hand out, and the expert next to him hands him a piece of paper. And he holds it in front of you, waves a little bit, puts it on the table, and then backs away from the table.
This seems unnecessary, but Altisha will go up and read the note. In a very, hands off her weapons.
I'm guessing this is, like just quarantine protocol here.
All right, you pick the note up. The note is on quality paper and is absolute gibberish.
Huh?
Oh.
So
I know a fair number of languages.
Maybe it's.
If you pop over to the journal tab under the player handouts folder, you should see the note. I lied about notes. Anyways, so as you pick it up and you're looking at it, so we found this in the crypt.
That's great. I'm so happy for you. I have no idea what this says, my guy.
Yeah, actually that's a copy of what we found. We're keeping the original. We're working on it. We haven't translated it yet, but you're welcome to take that with you and work on it yourself.
Oh, well, thanks. I mean, I am pretty smart.
You guys see just Bernard put his hand in his face and just start rubbing it, going, "What is going on here? What am I stumbled on?"
I think we need to ask Lord Daddy.
Hold on here. I could attempt to decode it. I do have a rank in linguistics, so.
Yes,
Orin, that takes like an hour, and I'm probably better at it than you. So
we're gonna
snap.
be stuck in a carriage together for a while anyway. So.
I mean.
So this was mostly an excuse to get you here.
I see.
The mayor informed me of your actions, and well, I guess I should say your actions since we last spoke. And I'm sure you know enough about what's going on now. But the king's forces could use capable individuals.
Weirdly, we were just going to go to the capital for that exact reason. We are so in support of a unified nation.
Specifically, I would like to extend an offer to you to join the military.
Like the crap rank and file military or the awesome special ops military?
Well, obviously, in the current circumstances, we won't be able to go through the full training regimen. But we do have an accelerated training regimen we use for officers. And that would both give us the opportunity to gauge your full capabilities and also provide you with additional training to make you more capable. Assuming you passed the military training, we would then we have two different roles that you could fill. We have a series of special operatives that we use to carry out certain types of missions. Some specialize in diplomacy, some specialize in more covert actions. That would depend on what your strengths are.
We are not covert.
Alternatively, once we have a measure of your ability, we could potentially use you on retainer for the occasional special attack as an attachment, a special attachment to the military, as opposed to being a direct military rank.
Well, I mean, that's a hell of an offer. Do you mind if I talk with my compatriots about it for a quick moment?
Go right ahead. We're going to be here for a little bit longer, so you have time.
Okay.
Being
Well,
Yava title sounds like the funniest fucking thing in existence. I would want Yav to be a ranked officer.
okay. So we're gonna go.
That's mostly a joke, but like it's very funny idea.
We're gonna go just outside of conventional earshot, and yeah. So he like offered to let us join the military, and they would special train us through like an officer program or something. So like I'm not saying I really want to be like, you know, a soldier or whatever, but we did say we wanted to get closer to the king's forces, to the king, etc. This is an easy in. It's probably the most work we could possibly do, but it's also probably the most straightforward path.
Aye, and that it does seem so. I'm not too keen on taking orders, though, but...
I'm very keen on giving orders.
Well, I did say we were going through an officer program, and when we were in the military, we would either likely be doing specialized jobs sort of tailored for our party, or we would be working as special attachments to other military units. So we would have like authority over us, but it wouldn't be like micromanaging, you know? We'd sort of...
It's almost like being a mercenary, but with more steps.
Yeah, you know, like having some allegiance to your country or whatever, which is like most of you seemed to anyways when I brought it up, so I don't see what the problem is.
A privateer.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, but like probably with less pillaging and raping, I guess.
Yeah,
I think it's a good offer. I think that's the way we should go. So
Y'all just have to wear a stupid uniform today.
Yav will probably be a mascot, so no.
Really, Cyrus, I'm surprised at you.
What?
That you're on board with this.
Why wouldn't it be?
This seems to be something that I would expect you not to be for. It's just strange, that's all. Alright, I suppose that...
I guess my irons is further away from the forge. Than what you thought.
You're using that metaphor all wrong.
I know, and it's fucking funny. This is so close to malicious compliance that I love it.
Alright, I guess we are in agreement. Well, what about you, Renard? You really haven't said much about this.
You know, Renard, joining your military would probably finally make your father proud.
Yep.
I doubt that.
You'd be earning money for a change. You'd be benefiting your country for a change.
Well, I'm sure he'd make his father proud if he became a general or some sort. Some officer.
And
which
like,
he would be. Yeah.
And like,
find out.
Yep.
Ingratiate yourself with the new king, you know? Really bring up that family name.
I could. But then again... Captain de Lumbre.
How's that a then again? That's literally just what we were talking about.
You know,
The General J. Lumbre.
I wonder,
My God wants to be a general.
if we work for the military and for the government,
Horrific.
then
General.
perhaps this means we can get away with using our powers.
Y'all get away with using y'all's powers all the time. Y'all doesn't know what you're talking about.
My abilities come from purely natural and scientific sources and have no magical bearing whatsoever, as is obvious by how openly I practice them.
Magic is also a science.
Yeah, sure. Science, as you rub fur between your fingers and chant mumbo jumbo and lightning flings from your hands. That's science. That totally makes sense.
Well, if I didn't do that, it wouldn't work. So trial error experimentation. There you go.
Yeah, well, my armor always fucking works without any of that mumbo jumbo. All you need to do is feed it parts of your soul. It's totally kosher.
Really, Magic?
Oh, so when the
Really?
armor does it, it's okay, but when Yob tries to do it, then it's messed up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yob, you've never tried to eat my soul. Or have you? Oh, Jesus, Yob, have you?
No. Altisha is Yob buddy, so no.
So are we in agreement then?
We're gonna eat so much oatmeal, I just know it.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. It sounds like everybody's in agreement. So,
But Yob, maybe after they make you a general, they'll name a dish after you. Like, like General Sow Chicken, except now it'll be General Yob Fish.
You were so quiet, I didn't hear it, but I know it was funny.
Really? I heard her plain as day.
wow, that was a good punchline too.
What would General Yav fish taste like?
Regret.
Yob feels like Foxman just tried to say that they're gonna eat Yob, and Yob would like to see you try before Yob eats you instead.
Right. Anyways,
Right. We're going. Let's tell them the good news that we agree. Let's go.
Altisha will walk back up to the table and give a wave.
All right. I expected that discussion to take longer.
Yeah, no, we were kind of already on the capital to side with the king anyways, so, this is sort of just fast-tracking our whole, process or whatever. So, but, when we're a regiment in the army, can we at least pick our own banner?
That's not how any of this works.
I was trying to roll my eyes because I knew what Altisha was going to suggest.
That said, if you are promoted high enough, eventually you may have the authority to do so.
Wonderful. The Legion of Yav shall rise.
Yes!
Beginneth thus our legend. Take us to training, O Captain Man!
Yeah, Captain, my captain, go.
Well, we can start your training in the morning. You can put your affairs in order and maybe let people who need to know that you're not going to be around for a while. Specifically, your father.
Yeah. I'm ready to go now. I'm a wanderer, so.
Yeah, it was pretty. Y'all might have to stop by the hovel and seal the entrance.
Altisha will put a sign up in the window of her workshop. Join the military. Be back in 1 to 5 years.
Of course, I'll go, visit my parents and let them know what's going on.
All
I'm
right.
going to go tell my father.
So, you wrap your stuff up, come back the next day.
Hey, we get to rest again.
The very first thing that happens is that each of you is carefully examined by one of the military physicians.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Now listen,
Yav
when you
is
get to Yav,
icky.
when you get to Yav and you see how many teeth they have, understand, they have more.
There's always more.
Yeah.
It's teeth all the way down.
It's and yet teeth.
They verify that you are all in relatively good health, not currently carrying the plague, which, is kind of a big deal around here.
Yeah.
It would have been really funny if one of us was carrying the plague and this whole adventure ended here.
Well, for this group of characters.
Well, there were some background roles in that regard, yes.
Ah.
But no, y'all passed. Even though the physician can't quite identify Yav.
That's because Yav is Yav, and there's only one Yav. Well, there's only one like Yav here.
Yav is Yav, alone in Legion.
Yeah, don't go in back too much. Just say obviously y'all. There's only one here. There you go.
The next thing they do is have a cadet escort you through requisitions, where you get your military cadet uniform, your training uniform.
Okay.
Yay!
Which includes a set of clothes specifically for your exercising, which there will be much. A set of clothes for when you are on duty, and if you graduate, you are informed you will be getting a slightly nicer set of clothes
Ooh.
for when you have to attend official functions.
I see.
The first day is spent getting you acquainted with basic camp etiquette, placing up your requisitioned tents, packing up your requisitioned tents, how the camp is structured and laid out, how to find your commanding officer, the current call signs you have access to as far as security goes for entering and leaving camp, instructions on when, where, and how to use the privy, and when, where, and how not to. Basically getting you accustomed to this is how the military structures their camp layout. And unlike most militaries, they don't actually take all your crap away. You're just not allowed to play with it while you're training.
My sword!
Oh, speaking of the military, you guys want to hear a fucking funny story? So I have a friend who works with the army. She was on a work trip, and she messaged me. She's like, "Hey, can I ask for a favor?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, buddy?" And she's like, "Can I have food money?" I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What do you mean they're not feeding you on a work trip?" She's like, "No, they just ran out of money for it. So we get breakfast." I'm like, "What are you fucking talking? The military can't fucking feed you on a work trip." So I am now more fiscally responsible than the fucking U.S. military, apparently.
Yeah, that's an officer who's definitely getting in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, food, you get 3 meals a day, eaten with all the other troops when they're serving foods. Their lines, depending on which section of the military you're with, you go at different times so that they don't overwhelm.
You're right.
Normal structuring to be a functional unit. After that, your days turn into exercises in the morning, push-ups, sit-ups, running circles around the military as it begins to leave and head away from the town.
Everyone's shocked. Altisha is surprisingly fit.
Everyone's not so shocked. Actually, Renard's not that bad off either.
Yeah, and neither is Orm. Orm's pretty fit.
You can't run very fast though, being a dwarf.
No.
So
But
it's little leg.
Very dangerous over long distances. I had to.
No, the quote was short distances.
Oh, you're right. Fuck me. It's been a while. I need to rewatch those movies.
It's just a little error. Seems fitting.
Oh, you're a monster.
Yeah, so after you do your morning exercises, they have training classes.
Right.
And you get educated on a variety of different subjects, from how the different melee and ranged weapons, especially the firearms that the military uses, how they function, how they work, how to clean them, how to maintain them, how to store them, how to re-requisition them, how entirely fucked you are if you lose yours.
Bernard looks at his, looks at Orin, looks at his gun, looks at Orin. So, is this what a proper firearm looks like, or
Ouch.
do you just enjoy carrying around that thing?
Fick off.
Yeah, that's a little brutal there.
Mine is one of far superior to what they have. Mine's custom.
You do your morning PT, your different classes. In the afternoons, you have classes on various forms of actual combat, hand-to-hand and ranged, different techniques, how to protect yourself, most likely avenues people will take to attack you. In the evening, you have more exercise, more laps, more sit-ups, more push-ups. It's quite exhausting, and you all find yourselves eating way more food than anyone except perhaps Yav has before. You're just burning through calories. One day during the regimen, they have an unusual stop, and they pull you along with the other recruits together and inform you that today is a very special day for all of you. The military does not care what your previous life may have entailed. It doesn't matter to them, because now that you have enlisted, you are in service to the military. You are military property, and that means that any shall we say, special skills you may have been concealing, now is the time to share them.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay.
Sharing is caring.
Oh, aka, you got magic? Come on, man. I'm not on an arc.
Yav, you can cast spells too, right?
Well, duh.
I will share what I can do, I guess. So.
I mean, just look at Yav!
All right, they have words that come out of my mouth and say things. Ask you to demonstrate the weakest of your abilities is verification, because some people attempt to exploit this stage of training in order to earn a bigger check.
I make it rain on Yoff with gray water. So
Yes!
Okay.
Check.
Well, okay. Well, I have a bit of an issue. Do I have my shotgun?
You do not have your shotgun, no.
Then I can't cast spells.
I mean, you can cast spells, you just need your shotgun to do it.
Exactly. So I can't. So.
Tell me you need your shotgun.
Huh?
Tell me you need your shotgun.
My shotgun is my arcane focus.
I know. Tell them you need your shotgun
Yeah.
to cast it.
Yeah. All right. I get the commander the I need my shotgun.
He gives you a look and tells you, go get it from your tent.
Okay.
Altisha will approach the desk and request either a 12-foot by 4-foot chalkboard or the equivalent amount of parchment.
All right. So while I run off and grab my shotgun from my tent.
Sorry, choking on a cough drop. They, yeah, it kind of does the opposite of the goal, right?
I'm just gonna. I'll cast Ray of Frost.
Nice. Super cool. They do materialize a chalkboard for you to use.
Altisha will start chalking out a massively intricate blueprint detailing how her soul harness works and what she's capable of doing with it so far, with like a current outline of her power armor and how its vast series of powered winches and gears and stuff function in conjunction with her soul harness. Hey, they said all was forgiven, right?
Yeah, so these guys have no idea what they're looking at, but they're also making a copy of it. And someone is, of course, making notes. And a couple other people in your group exhibit unusual abilities. There is another, just like direct spellcaster, who casts a spell. There's another person who, you know how you cast Create Water, Cyrus, and created water?
Yep.
This person just creates water.
Oh, that's nifty.
All right. I return with my shotgun. I take aim and I point and I take aim at a nearby tree.
Okay.
And I will cast magic missile.
All right.
You know, they did say the weakest ability. Okay, you know what, whatever.
Yeah, I can't cast their level spells.
Uh-oh.
I don't have cantrips.
What motherfucker doesn't have cantrips?
It's part of the archetype. I don't have cantrips.
Oh, so close, but so far.
Oh, did it backfire?
Yeah, a magical
Every
mishap.
time it gets close, I get so excited. No. Okay. All right. So you cast your spells, and all that's noted down, and y'all are given like 2 hours to do what you want to do, which is more or less the first like actual free time you've had so far. And you've been exercising for, gosh, nearing on 2 weeks now.
Altisha would like to sit down and try and start figuring out the note.
Yes.
All right. You can give me a linguistics check.
Okay, where's my linguistics? Where is my linguistics? There it is.
Wah, wah.
Eh.
All right, where's my... Oh, did I put this in the side thing? I bet I did. There, I found it. Okay.
Yay! Good job. Proud of you.
Cue, me too. All right, Orin, you are unable to decipher the contents of the note.
All right, I growl in frustration.
So that was silly. I accidentally unplugged my headset. I didn't realize.
That's funny.
Wow.
Everything's gone quiet.
Do that or it starts playing at another set of speakers and you're
Oh.
like, hey.
Magic dealer, do I have to do that myself?
I mean, do you want to?
I really don't.
Party pooper.
Let me know if you choose to share it.
Party pooper.
Every party needs pooper, that's why we invited you. Party poop.
Yeah, so guys, like, I don't know. This doesn't seem great. So there was,
So you're able to decipher what it says then?
yeah, no, I can read it. It doesn't still make like a lot of sense. Here, I'll share it with you guys.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, I can't zoom in on that. Alright. Let's see here. We have moved the camp near the orb in the avoidance zone south of Shugabazub, I don't know, to continue our experiments. An agent has sent word that the member of the Lavender Dawn has been snooping around Savault. You should locate and terminate them if you can before returning to us. Your plan was risky, but it has paid off in many ways, and we look forward to your final research notes and the effusion of wealth you've managed to amass. Our work moves forward, and each success brings us closer to true pestilence.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is effectively the same thing.
That certainly sounds dire.
So, like, I think we should take it to the captain.
Perhaps their codebreakers have not had much success in translating it.
Sorry. What is the proper military procedure for getting a meeting with my higher-ups?
Well, you talk to your immediate supervisor, your immediate,
Commander, yeah.
first, and then they'd escalate as needed.
I will do that.
Since y'all are still trainees, you officially just have access to the one person. So it takes you about an hour to get through that when you are finally not so exhausted you literally don't have the energy to. And you pass it up, and your superior officer takes your translation and says he will move it up to the the
Cryptography?
thank you, my brain is melting now. It is officially melting to the cryptography group. In the meanwhile, they are going to take a moment to talk to you about the basic structure and different elements of how this army is set up. requires a little more scrolling.
Okay, and we've been marching for a while. Like, are we still close to the original town, or are we in the middle of town? Like,
You're a ways away from the town now.
are we closer to another town, or still just the original town's closest?
I mean, we've been marching
no,
for like
you're-
2 weeks, so
You're not you've passed town, so
I'm just
that
trying
this
to.
is not the closest town anymore.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see where we're at. It's basically.
Yeah, you're not exactly in the loop as far as your exact position. You're primarily being just directed to focus on what you're trying to learn and not worry about where the army is right now.
Okie dokie.
So the primary, there are 3 primary military groups for the offensive wing, shall we say. Mounted combatants, riflemen, and of course the infantry. And there are support units that will attach to the primary military units as needed. And many of you have exhibited certain skills that fit into some of the support units, the subunits, if you will. So magic is, officially not legal to use anywhere in a populated area. Mostly illegal, broadly looked down upon. It's caused a lot of destruction, but it is in fact necessary for any modern military to run.
Is someone's dog growling in the background?
My dog is snoring.
Yep.
Okay. I'm like, I can hear some kind of dog sound. It's very cute.
Yeah.
It's still very funny.
Yeah, he's an old bear. He snores a lot. He's going to be turning 17 here today, actually.
wow.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Pupper.
Yes, Yeah.
He snores, you
Yeah,
birthday
he's-
witches.
He's earned the right to snore distractingly.
Yeah.
I was just making sure that I wasn't fucking hearing things.
So, for those of you who have these special skills, the military will, depending on your rank, give you limited authorization so that when you use them in the service of the military, you aren't breaking laws. Additionally, the groups have a certain amount of interdepartmental support for one another, meaning if you need reagents can become available or be made available. Some limited access to specific spells, if that's your deal instead, can be made available to you so that you can enhance your capability to a limited degree, but a useful degree. But there's also a lot of risk involved with spellcasting, so you're generally prohibited from spellcasting at your rank unless you are given an order to, or given implied authorization through another order. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Perfect. Crystal clear.
And you will
How,
go.
y'all has a question about that. Where does y'all's, true form lie within that spectrum? I'm asking about my analog.
So there are a lot of things that we don't understand, and we have to acknowledge an imperfect understanding of the strangeness of the world. As long as your guests have not shown the tendency or propensity to cause negative magical blowback, you can functionally use them, although you are recommended to use a modicum of self-discernment and not use them in situations where it would cause more or escalating problems.
Okay. Hey, Altisha, Altisha, buddy. That means that y'all could just like use it, right?
When it's called for. Not to scare townsfolk, but to scare enemies.
Oh, okay. But like.
And also not when it would reflect bad on the country.
Okay, but y'all was like kind of always low key using it.
You just do yob things.
Okay, y'all can totally do that.
All right. So,
Did anyone in the higher-ups ever actually understand any of the stuff I wrote down?
you know, they don't get back to you. You get the impression that, well, not just the impression, you're outright told that as long as you're trainees, you're going to be treated as trainees. Once you complete the program, you'll be afforded the respect you've earned, but you have to earn that respect by completing the program. That's how training works.
What? That sounds fake.
Once your first stage of training is complete, you will be going to a secondary stage of training focused primarily on your specific areas of skill. And to some extent, you will have the option to pick X or Y area if you qualify for more than one, but you actually have to be, somewhat decent to be allowed in. And as your training continues, they reach a stage where you have a competition. These competitions are specifically to earn badges of different ranks to verify your expertise in particular areas. So, the first area of competition is firearms training.
Okay.
Yeah, Yob sucks at that. Oh, what? Yob doesn't suck at anything. Yob just chooses to be bad at it.
Yep.
We're gonna
Gotcha.
simplify.
I don't need the weapon. I am the weapon.
Yeah.
Well, it's still part of training to know how to safely use a firearm without shooting somebody else, even if you choose never to, or you enter a division where it's not one of the required tools. So, I would like everybody to make me ranged attack rolls.
Okay.
How do I do that?
It's actually under attack, and then there's a range.
Nat 20! Fuck you! Oh, you guys got a nat 20. Nice.
Y'all outrolled you.
More than you, dumbass.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, you all are very excellent at firearms. I don't know why.
Cyrus, how do you have a +7?
I mean, really. You're using a firearm, so it should be a minus to that because you're not proficient with weapons.
He's got a range attack. Yeah, just a
Yeah,
range.
just ask for a ranged attack. Yeah.
Okay.
The whole purpose of this is a degree of training. So.
Hmm.
And we'll get to the results of that in just a second. I need to note this down.
Yep, and it's Dex plus BAP. So there you go.
I just know it later at the mess hall we're gonna hear, did you hear the fish monster fucking ace target practice?
So I took a water at that exact moment and I was not ready.
Hmm.
I get all my best jokes about Yav. It's Yahweh.
it's Yahweh.
Does that make us the chosen people?
I mean, I already made that that joke with them earlier.
You already made a Yahweh joke? Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm such a washed up has-been. I'm gonna go and suffice myself to tell lowbrow comedy at a shitty nightclub for the next 15 years.
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's one in the chats. Might be in the player room chat. I'm not sure.
Oh, you didn't make it in voice? Then of course I wouldn't remember. I don't remember written words. Who do you think I am?
All right, so Cyrus and Renard both earned the marksman badge for their proficiency with firearms. Altisha, Yav, I don't know who gave Yav a gun, but Yav and Orin all earned the sharpshooter badge.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, the next series of competitions to determine your effective ratings involve hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
So I would like everybody to roll me a melee attack roll.
Okay.
I don't know what I should.
I didn't do my bike because you didn't
I
ask.
don't know if that's. Yeah, I don't know if how that's set up. That's off of strength probably, which I never.
I just rolled a basic attack roll.
Yeah.
I know yours is different than yours.
Actually, my score might be wrong because this isn't an updated token.
Wah, wah.
No, your token's updated enough. Your stats
okay.
haven't changed.
I don't know. I will just roll it and see
Double.
what it gives me. I don't know if it's off of strength or whatever. Yeah, it should be more. Oh well.
Alright, just let me know how much it's off by.
I mean, mine's accurate since my strength is +2 and BAB is 1, so +3.
Let's see. It's off by 4.
I mean, we all rolled really high, so.
Don't drink that.
Too
Why are
late.
you fucking jinxing it?
Where were these when you were fighting the undead?
That is a very good question.
Shut up! Shut up!
If we were getting these rolls back then, it wouldn't hurt so hard.
Look, we just artificially test well.
Yeah. Oh,
Story of my life says what?
What?
Alright, Renard earned the intermediate badge. All the rest of you are expert hand-to-hand combatants.
oh. I would love to see everybody be expert hand-to-hand combatants. We getting down to it though.
Yeah, I mean, phew. You're not allowed to, really hurt one another, so.
I mean, yeah, it's unarmed combat, so.
Also, between me and you, Cyrus, it comes down to which one of us gets a running start.
Literally.
Eh. That's the nice thing about charging. You don't have to pay the bill until later.
Oh, you.
Okay, so the next competition is one of endurance.
Oh, I might not do so good here.
Yeah.
And
Same here.
this one is
They're probably all just cringed instantly.
a test of physical exhaustion and capabilities. So
Okay.
we will handle this through constitution checks.
How did I know? Cringing. Oh, you're mine.
No!
Hmm.
There we go. Renard's up there too.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Can't ace them all, right?
Yeah.
Letitia is also supposed to be like a bookish nerd, so.
I'm literally like a small creature.
Yes, but you have the strength of Legion. Just not the constitution of Legion, apparently.
It's just a tiny feet, you know. That's Orin's and Yog's. Oh, tiny feet.
Tiny.
Yeah. Well, what the hell is Alticia's excuse then?
The heavy armor.
Armor heavy.
Heavy armor.
Altisha lives in a suit of living metal armor.
Yeah.
She doesn't normally have to have a constitution. Oh, what's that? You're attacking me with your puny swords? Ha ha.
Okay, so Renard and Cyrus are awarded the Tough as Nails badge for their performance. The rest of you proudly hold your Adequate badge.
Adequate.
Yes, because these are not only competitions, but tests to see if you pass.
I can't wait for the other test here coming up. I already know it's gonna. Anyway, moving on.
What test is that?
Oh, I don't know. It'll be coming up.
No. Tell me, what test?
Nothing.
I have to see if it's on my list. What test?
I assume there'll be some type of, intelligence or something of that nature, like understanding all the marching that we've done and all the training kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure you'll all do very well when we get to that one.
Oh yeah.
That's the last one, though. And failing that one gets you slapped by the commander. Alright, so the next test is one of agility, as you are put through obstacle courses.
Oh no.
So I assume a dex check.
Dex check.
This should go.
Really? Unbelievable. It's all that heavy marching, you know. It was too much. Too much.
Wow.
Yeah, the edges here are starting to show. Yeah. All right. In the agility test, Renard earns the expert badge. Yav earns the intermediate badge. And everybody else earns the adequate badge. Though, I will say Orin in particular barely scrapes by. They have to make certain accommodations, you understand.
Yeah.
He tripped me up, that's what happened. So.
Your high scores in the first
Renard
two
tripped
tests
you to make himself look better.
definitely carrying
Yep.
you a bit.
Mm-hmm.
If they could test wisdom, they would, but the wise people would know better than to take the test in the first place. So, yeah, we're moving on to the intelligence test. This one is a test upon primarily your accurate recalling of military protocol, entry and exit, but also covers things such as how to camp, which way to cut furrows for maximum coverage in battle lines, when and when not to clear fields, that sort of thing.
I have a quick question before we make this roll.
Yep.
We received a hero point for leveling up, right?
Everybody does, yep.
So we would be at 3 if we haven't spent any yet.
That's correct.
I'm going to, before making this roll, because I really want to impress people, spend a hero point to take a +8 to my roll.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's see it. Intelligence checks.
Awesome.
Oh wow, not bad on Renard. Yeah.
So-
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I mean, look.
Y'all know so many things. Listen, do you understand that the sky is actually just like a really interesting color, but you only can perceive it as blue because your brains are stupid?
Well, I mean, for Cyrus, I mean, it's not really important to really know those things. You know how to hit things. That's good enough.
Cyrus, it's okay, buddy. We're
Yeah,
I
I
start
don't
talking
remember.
to you about inside eyes when we confuse the professor. It's fine.
Yeah, it was too much talking with people, and who cares about this campsite stuff, you know? How's it set up? I don't care.
I think that might actually be a straight up failure.
Shut up.
It will be, but that's okay.
It's okay. That just means that we don't have to be in charge of things, and that's great.
All right, so. Cyrus.
Yep.
You receive
Failure.
orders to return for remedial retraining.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Look, I think I can take this again. I just need to take this last part again, and you know, everything else is fine. It's just, you know, I had someone over here talking to me while some of this stuff was going. So all I need is like a day of just going over the basics again,
You see,
and
Feels bad.
I'll get this down. Oh my goodness.
so
No.
I mean,
Yeah, no, remedial retraining is 2 days where you get to do nothing but study
Sweet.
or practice whatever the thing that you messed up.
Oh,
with.
okay.
After that, you get one more chance to not fail.
All right. Cool.
he basically just put his latrine inside his own tent.
Well, I'm glad that I rolled the one now. Let's get that out of the way. So,
Yeah, so Cyrus, the remedial retraining.
mhm.
Yav, adequate. Yav, you get the adequate badge.
Yay.
Renard,
Can I still go and keep Cyrus company?
you can, and in fact, they will encourage you, though you're not required to attend the remedial training.
Okay.
You'll be allowed to do so if you are willing to.
I feel bad because I'm the one that distracted Cyrus.
Renard,
Do it again. I see how it is. No kidding.
intermediate. Orin, you received the expert badge in this area. And Altisha, you're the first and only person to receive a master's badge.
Nice.
Altisha will rub it, staring at it lovingly. My precious, recognize my accomplishment.
Yeah, it's actually fancier than the rest of the badges. The rest of the badges are all like uniform with the text of the badge results hanging off of them, but you get a fancier looking badge. Cyrus, you go through your remediation and you may attempt your intelligence check a second time.
Yep. It's going to go so well. I can feel it.
Yay!
I mean,
Can I redo my the Dex one while I'm here?
Nope. You passed that one.
Mm.
Just did badly. And for the record, the badge that you get for this is adequate.
Yep.
Yay!
Hey. I can't be taught. Just a little slower.
All right, so during this period of training, you have learned a lot of information and experienced a lot of different weapons and tactics. At the conclusion of this stage of your training, before you move on to your more specialized training, you may select 1 feat to represent the training that you have undergone. 1 combat feat.
Ah, interesting.
We get a bonus combat feat, huh?
Yep, you may take weapon proficiency in firearms, for example, to represent your training with that, or in something else that you might want to grab that's a combat feat.
I know exactly what I'm going to grab.
Sylvia, do you know what I'm gonna grab?
I'm in your portfolio looking right now.
Thank you.
Aw. What combat feat I could take?
Alright. So, that was just a...
Ugh, excuse me.
Alright, let's go over to...
Alright, so intriguingly, your feat build I had for you requires having a higher BAB to take most of the feats.
Oh
so
no.
this feat is totally up to you and totally off plan.
Oh no.
we're off script.
For me that's especially bad because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
You know, I could take deadly aim.
Oh, you just got rid of all these penalties and you want to take more penalties.
Yes. That's what you should do. More
But the
penalties.
thing is, the very first attack I make, is a touch attack.
Yeah, what about the ones after that?
I have
Oh,
a
I got the one
question, Magic
attack.
Dealer. We are getting a gun issued to us?
No,
Oh. Okay.
you would only get a gun issued to you if the second stage of your training resulted in you graduating from the group that uses guns.
I see.
Musketeers.
Infantry?
Riflemen, there we are.
Mm-hmm.
I could learn Flame Blade? What? Excuse me, guys. Day's getting up to me. Catching up.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna take an improved initiative.
Your Honor, I'm stupid as hell. May I choose mine later?
You absolutely can pick yours in between sessions.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually think about this too, cause brain no worky at the moment.
I need that.
Yeah.
I am now proficient with my Dwarven War Axe.
Congratulations. I'm
far.
Excellent.
So I went from a -1 to a +3.
All right, so we can continue from here. Sounds like some of you are getting tired. If you want to wrap up for the night, we can do that too.
I'm fine to keep
Yep,
going,
I'm ready.
but it sounds like Iron Bite's about ready to pass out.
Yeah.
And that means we can stop here and have a good spot for Zyger to pick back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course Zygarde's going to have to, I guess, do all those rolls too.
Very funny.
I wonder how Zygarde is going to take our little decision here to enlist.
Cursing.
Probably. Alright, guys. Sorry to do this, but
I mean, hey, at least they actually feed us.
Yeah. So all the money we spent on erections completely wasted.
No,
What is it?
I meant that like more than just breakfast. Sorry, it was a joke. The fact that I gave my friend food money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so actually on that note, Yav gets to eat twice.
Oh yeah.
One of the
All right, guys. So we're gonna be wrapping up here for tonight. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time.